morning. Welcome to day 4, the evening session of Tokyo Drift. Unfortunately, I can't play my little tune, which was just a few seconds because of copyright reasons. But that being said, welcome back. Day 4, evening session. We are excited. Yeah, I went out on my way to find something that was. This is mustard, not gold, but it would have to suffice because I don't have anything those colors. So yeah, track is another day, another opportunity for Jamaica as well as whichever country you're repping in the chat, to get on the medal podium. Of course, you don't know, say I never shy away from telling you that I'm Jamaican, and I'll be telling you all day, every day, right? So that being said. I know I'm slightly late. Sorry, guys. Apologies. I know Black African is gonna say, "Hey, T, what's good?" Sorry. So sound off in the comments section below, and not below, but in the chat, and let me know who is here with me so that we can do a quick little sound off. While we're waiting for those comments to come in, let me tell you what is on today's schedule. So today we're looking forward to seeing the 800 meters for men. Let me see if I can just get into those start lists real quick, right? And coming up in heat, checking which heat the Jamaicans are in. Coming up in heat 4, we have Tyrese Taylor, freshly crowned national champion as well as national record holder, 1 minute 43.74 seconds. I saw him doing, his final workout, before he headed over to the World Championships. He means business. He's ready to compete and compete strongly. So I'm excited to see, how much better he may potentially get. In this type of races, or in these type of races where you have so many men that are good, it's good to have our young and upcoming athletes, feel what that pace really feels like. Don't get me wrong, he runs collegiately, so he knows, what high level running is in the 800 meters, but world championships a whole different level, right? So this makes you up your game, you know what I mean? And if you're really serious about your event as well, it will help propel you to the next level, right? And I'm enjoying seeing so many young men come through in the 800 meters for Jamaica, where we can now have a national record at 1 minute 43.74 seconds, right? So I'm really excited for Tyrese. We also have Navaski Anderson that is coming up as well. And again, those heats go off in roughly 3 minutes. So once the heat start, I'll be focusing a bit on that. We have Navaski in heat 6, and he also, went below his what was then, national record set for him, and he set it twice. Well, he set it once this season, and then set a new personal best. So I believe he set 1 minute 44.40, right? And that was, him breaking his own national record this season. But in the race with Tyrese Taylor, Tyrese Taylor took the national record, and he also ran a personal best, 1 minute 44.18 seconds. So yes, really excited for Navaski Anderson as well. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how these athletes compete. Honestly, 800 meters, Jamaica is definitely going into uncharted territory and taking it seriously. Now we have two men on this stage. You know what I mean? So yeah, nothing but pure excitement. I don't have, any, crazy wacko expectations other than to see them go there and, run their best, hoping that they can potentially get into the next round. So they take 3 and then the next 3 based on times. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. Pretty excited for it. So they're about to, introduce the first heat, right? So we're going to keep our eyes on that. All right. And I just want to highlight as well the St. Vincent Handel Roban. He went to school in Jamaica, at least high school, that is, in Jamaica. And he was also in, in that same race where Tyrese Taylor set the national record. He goes in heat 1 here, and he ran a fantastic national record for his country, 1 minute 42.87 seconds. So I'm keeping my eyes on Handel Roban for sure to see what he's able to do here. He's one of the faster athletes in this field, actually. Based on, if you're just supposed to go off times, he is the second fastest athlete in this race. So, can you imagine the Caribbean coming into, one of these events with, seeded times and expected to potentially win? You know what I mean? And Handel Robin gives you hungry, gives you determined, gives you I want it all. 800 meters. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see how he handles himself here. Absolutely. As I said, he's not really somebody that I talked about, when I covered the collegiate athletes, but I've always, been watching how he's performing. And let me tell you something, he's always there. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, Handel, I see you. So yeah. And I know some of you are probably not happy with me not reporting on him, but track is, as I remind you, I am Jamaican. So yeah, let's go. So it's off now. Well, let me go into the live so I can actually see the play by play. Live. Okay. All right. So pretty even break, you would say, with these athletes. Nobody really taking it out. More of a tactical type of race. I have to say though, Handel Roban has put himself right up there. I believe he's in second. No, first no. Right. So he's front running. Right. The Spanish, the no, not the Spaniard. This is like a Chinese. No, that's not Chinese. I don't know what country that is based on the. Is that Malta? Okay, Malta, right? So he's in second place right now with a Spanish athlete right there, as well as a Canadian and a Botswanan. So, da, 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 view full results. All right, very easy. Handel Robban is looking quite relaxed, front running, doesn't look, pressed or anything like that. And y'all know I'm not really a fan of front running. You know what I mean? With athletes, I believe you can just slot yourself into, maybe thirdish and just wait for your moment to kick. But listen, he's letting you know that he's in form and he's ready to represent St. Vincent. And yeah, he's doing so strongly, still leading. So coming off the final turn now, Handel in the lead. All right, here comes the Algerian. All right, they're now overtaking Handel. So Handel falls out of top three. Ooh, falls well back. Jeez. Ah, times. They take three and the next three based on time. So we have to keep our eyes on the times. Not the strongest final 54 Handel. And again, that's the trouble I have with um this level of competition and our Caribbean athletes and me believing that front running is not the best thing for them. So, when you're over in the Americas and you're running against people from, USA and potentially Jamaica, you know that we have people there. It's probably, okay to front run, but I think when you get to this stage, I am strongly against it. And this kind of confirms why I'm against it. If he had sat in the middle of the pack like the other guys that kicked towards the end, then he would have had so much more, in my opinion, left, right, to be in top three. Um another thing is, I don't know what the track is like there when it comes to wind, but they always talk about when you're front running, you're pretty much breaking the wind for everybody else, you know what I mean, and setting the pace, and so you're literally at a disadvantage. So tough going for Handel. Really, really wanted to see him make it through. He finished fifth, 1 minute 45.32, but as I said, they take three and the next three based on time. So he's already sitting second on the bubble, and this is just the first heat. You know what I mean? So it's really tough. So I see it looks like the Canadian was watching Handel Robe, and I'm assuming, and was shaking his head. You know what I mean? Really, really tough. Really, really tough qualification for Handel. Really, really tough. All right, so I didn't do my sound off, guys. Sorry about that. I see 191 people here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Please remember to hit the like button. Let's dive into who is here. Black African is here. My granny Blackfoot. Me make what? Me get little sleep. Yeah, can't mean okay. Reading patois. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm reading. Hey, HB, a new member. Thank you for joining the membership. Appreciate it 100%. Then we have JJ here. Welcome. Hey, Cheyenne, what's good? Today is day 4 of the World Championships. Yes, and we're in the evening session. Shanika Ricketts is now gonna be taking her first attempt, I believe, for the women's triple jump qualification. We're excited for that. We have both Shanika Ricketts and Akila Smith competing, so we're wishing them all the best. Hey, Lady G. All right, so the question was answered for you, Lady G. Angela, what's good? Do it yourself solar with Netsai. Hey, um, Oncho. Hey, hey, naturally Mar. What's good? Um, Okay, Black African says my excitement level too high because I didn't sleep yet from the last live. Really? Wow, guys, you should be taking every opportunity to get rest because listen, these hours be throwing everybody out of whack. Okay, Shanika's taking her first attempt. I see how she goes. One and done. One and done. Okay, girl, we're ready. Oh, that's a foul. Okay, okay. I wasn't looking at where she put her foot placement, but all right. Okay, Shanika. Okay, yeah, it was a foul for sure. Okay. All right. All right. We go again. We go again. All right. Just watch Mr. Mills on TVJ acknowledge that Kebono Davis is in his camp and the history behind not having more females in his camp. I missed that. I would love to hear your take on what he said for sure. Um I would have loved to see that. Maybe it will be on YouTube later. I'm gonna see if I find it online and if I can play it. Just his voice alone, because you know, don't know, so I'm not playing nothing for TBJ over here. You know what I mean? But if I can play his voice alone so that you guys can hear what he had to say, then for sure I will do that for you. Um, hey Fluffy Evertight, what's up? Hey Pauline, hey Aubrey. So Hernandez, one and done, automatically qualified. So in the triple jump, you're looking to get to 14.35 meters, or as an automatic qualifier. If you can't get there, pray you're in top 12. Hey Brian, what's good? Hey Breaking Sports Board, Sports Bulletin. Hey Siobhan, hey T, hey Firewood, hey Elmel Shaw, hey Charlene. Um, Grand Rising Yardi, what's good? I mean, Yardify. Um, yeah, guys, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the like, subscribe, do it all, do it all. I hit, I believe, 39,000 subscribers, so we're on the road to 40. You know what I mean? So we're pushing, guys, we're pushing, help the channel grow. Hey, Damari, hey, Drew Fortes, what's up? Hey, Boss Dog. Okay, I can't say this ABC name, but ABC name, you know yourself. Good morning. Um, all right, so we have Air Up on the screen now from Canada. So we're looking forward to seeing how he navigates his 800-meter heat run. All right, so I haven't gone into the heats yet, guys, because I tend to, or the semifinals that is, I tend to like to react to it blindly. So as the stream goes on, I will go into them for sure, and we can discuss exactly what these semifinal heats look like. Um, yeah, she missed her first jump, unfortunately. Um, Good morning, Kingsley. Good morning, Vivia. Tunnel Vision, what's up? All right, so let's bring our attention back to the second heat in for the men in the 800 meters. I have so many pages open. Um, all right, so as I said, the Canadian marker Europe is the one to really keep your eyes on, in this particular heat. But again, it's a heat, so it's all about getting to the next round, right? So a man of his caliber should be able to navigate this with no issues. But the 800 meters has been going ham this season, can't lie. So let's see what happens. In the meantime, while this heat is going on, I want to see if I can find the info on Glenn Mills, and then see if I can share it. Is it one N or two N's? All right. So apparently it's on. Okay. Apparently it's on TVJ's page on YouTube. So yeah, that not play. That naga play. Unfortunately. So apparently, um, Glenn Mills has confirmed that Oblique Civil will do toe surgery, right? So I suppose that's probably the physical issue that he's been experiencing. He also says that the toe surgery, pending the success. Oh yes, I need to talk about somebody else that needs to do surgery now that I'm seeing this. Then they will take on more 200s in the future. Excited for that because from last year I was saying he could go sub 20. So I'm looking forward to seeing him come back after surgery and kill it for himself, absolutely. Um so I want to highlight another Jamaican that needs. So Arap, I believe, ended up third here in the men's 800 meters. The 800 meters goes by so fast. Atayoy from Spain took the win, and Lottie from Kenya second with Arab third. Remember, they take three automatically, and the three based on times. Uh, where's my bookmarks? I need to find my bookmarks because there are bookmarks something to tell you all about yesterday. So Asini Wilson um needs a. So I'm gonna share. Do we have enough time to share this video? It's from Nationwide, so I can share it. Persons that don't necessarily have an issue with you sharing their content. So let me share this section, Tracky, so that you guys can hear exactly what Asini had to say for himself. And for those that are out there that can support, please support. Share screen. Okay. Guys, I'm hoping that everybody can hear the audio.
Uh, I'm telling you, 400 meters hurdles. Tell us about the race.
Um, well, it's not really a tight race, but um, in the field, at one point when I reached to the 200, I tried to move, but there's no response. So that's why I couldn't go any further.
Mm-hmm. If you just put the microphone here, I'm telling you, it's clear that you're disappointed, and you ought to be disappointed.
Yeah.
What was your season telling you coming in? Rashawn, could you just stop by here for a quick chat with us as well? We're joined by Rashawn. Go ahead, Asini.
Well, the season was going so great for me, but it reached a point where I started to feel an effect of sickness.
Mhm.
So I was in Europe, then I went home bleeding. So when I come back, I get a scan done, and then the result is that I have to get a surgery done.
What caused the bleeding? What caused the bleeding?
It's a stuff like polyps,
All right.
some stuff like that.
Let me pause this a second. Sorry, guys. I also want to highlight that Povia from Cuba, another medal favorite, has automatically qualified as well in the women's triple jump.
Because he shot a bit and a lot more. Yeah, it's 5 problems, but I don't remember the rest.
So did they call for immediate surgery and you put it off until after the Worlds?
No, they told me that I could go, but I had to take medications.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're taking medication now as we speak.
Yeah.
So when are you going to do the surgery?
As soon as I went back home, if I got the help,
When you say the help, put the microphone up a little more. When you say the help, what do you mean?
I don't really want
The Olympic champion Thea Lafond, one and done as well, automatically qualified. This women's triple jump final is gonna be hot. It's going to be hot. And as I said, go back to 2023. This is what I said in my preview video. The top positions were literally separated by centimeters. You know what I mean? And Shanika Ricketts didn't get on the podium then. We're hoping for better results this time around, but yeah, it's going to be that close again in my opinion. The women are firing. I can't wait to see what happens. So we have three people out of pool A that have already qualified. Rojas is back. I had no idea. Okay, so the world record holder is actually back. All right, let's see how Rojas competes. Here we go. One, two. Rojas automatically qualifies. So check is, I will never tell Mr. Rojas the back in a competition. I'm there talk about Perez Hernandez as favorite with this giant and the triple jump compete. Mighty. Jeez. All right, she's back already, one and done. Okay, let's see how she competes here on out in the triple jump. If she's back to her best, or just gradually coming into it. But even if it's just a gradual thing, she can still jump 15 meters. She can jump everybody's best and still not jump her best. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But anyway, she automatically qualifies as well. Triple jump is gonna be hot. Oh, it's not looking good for Team
to
Jamaica,
say
but
much,
we pray,
but
we pray.
You might get the help by saying much. You never know.
it's when I went to the private doctor, he said that it will cost over 2 million, or if I went to the hospital and get it done, I'll pay less.
Yes.
Yeah.
So have you started putting plans in place to get that done?
Well, not really.
Something has to be done about it. You're a national representative,
Yeah.
and if you need help, you should get help. And I'm happy you said it.
Yeah.
And I can't promise you that we're going to take on the cause for you.
Yeah.
But I hope the people who matter are hearing you and you're able to get that surgery done and feeling. All right?
Yeah.
Good. We'll be in touch with you. I can promise you that.
All right, so the men's long jump, not long jump, the men's high jump final is getting ready to go off as well. And we have Romaine Beckford competing there for us as well. So we're looking forward to seeing that come up. Okay, where are we now? Da 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 da. Comments. Hey, Albert the analyst, what's up? Um, Hey T, I think I said hey T already, and Lady G. Da da da. Okay, I think I went through these already. All right, so the third heat for the men's 800 meters is now on track. No Jamaicans just yet. Cassius, hi, what's up? T, the Ghanaians are wondering why I'm so hyped up. Tell them say one side. And they'll get it. Oh my gosh. Europe looked a little bit messy there. Yep. Kevin is in Mills's camp. Yep, we did hear that news a bit ago. I'm happy that she's actually, back around. People that I think, because Jamaicans operate different. I think Jamaicans and the coaches, they kind of treat you like you're their kids. You know what I mean? So I think when you're around that type of setup, then you can succeed for the most part. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how she progresses from here on out. She's definitely a talent that I pray comes through, especially now that you're seeing the twins. You know what I mean, come through on this level. Tia was at the Olympic Games last year, Tina at the World Championships this year, Tina medaling. So it's crazy. Of course, Tia made it to the Olympic Games finals. So yeah, I'm looking to see her come through as well. Jamaica needs to take better care of their athletes. It's a shame. Track is, if we don't know these things are happening, there's no way we can, independently try to assist, right? Or even the governing body. And he said in the interview that he didn't want to talk about it. And Wayne Walker said, talk about it because this is the opportunity to get the help that you need. And I think athletes need to come out of the mindset of not telling us what is going on. Let us know. We are not the type of people that don't that are not understanding. I think, people think that Jamaicans are not understanding. We are very much understanding. But if you not tell us how we feel understand, what we don't know. You know what I mean? So I'm happy that, Wayne at least pressed him, to say it. So now we know what's going on. And now the people, that are out there that can assist will be able to assist him, get this surgery. I believe, whether it be the J3As, I'm sure this has come across their desk as well. You know what I mean? Or persons individually, independently assisting, right? So we're looking forward to seeing that happen. Yesterday, I shared a video with Oblique Civil talking about his mental coach. Back in last year, years before that, you'd never hear athletes come out and be talking about these things. Athletes need to become a bit more comfortable telling us what is going on. You know what I mean? They're making it look like we're not here to support them, throughout everything that they're going through. They're human, they have their struggles. We understand. So yeah, third heat for the men's 800 meters is about to wrap. Poland takes it. I think that's Great Britain next, and yeah, Poland, Great Britain, and France. So the American 16-year-old, the one that ran ridiculous at their trials, didn't progress in this heat. Um, I really don't like slow. I really don't like slow tactical races. You see, when races are run slow and tactical, a lot of people don't make it. Hey, Gallus, what's up? Hey, Vibrating Higher. Hey, Tough Rudy. Hey, Jordan Hyman. Anything happening late? No, it's not the morning, it's evening. So it's evening session now. You can see that, you should be able to see that in the description of the video. It's actually the evening session. So later today would be the next day's morning session. I see 242 people here, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please hit the like button, please. Thank you. Um, Good morning, T. Love the work you're doing. Good morning, Jackie, as well. I appreciate it. Thank you. The twins, Liston, Davis, Reed, and more. We will be dangerous come next Olympics and Worlds. Yes, yes, but the girls slash boys have to, transition, being the best program for them. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's the best program until you're there and you realize that it's not the best program for you. Akila Smith on track. Almost one and done, I would say. She takes her first attempt just below the automatically qualifying mark, which is 14.35. Right, that's probably like a 14.30. You know what I mean? But that being said, really strong jump from her. No, it was a 14.21. Right, so really strong start from her. So let's see. She should be able to make it to the finals with this type of jumping. The twins. Leighton Levy said he was told that the Tia is in 10-6 shape. He said he heard that Tia has been really above everybody in training, and I believe. All right. Did you see that? Or can you see my skin? I don't know if you guys can see the bumps that just came up on my skin from just reading that comment. Madness. But it's not a surprise, you know what I mean? Because look, Tina ran 10.76 seconds. Tina ran 10.76 seconds. Remember, said Tia come back from injury in our first race and backs with everybody. Please remember. Please remember. The only person she finished second to in that race, coming back into first race from injury, was Melissa Jefferson Wooden. That was the only person she was behind. So, listen, boy, may I tell you, when I saw her crying, I felt it for her. You know what I mean? She wanted to be here. She wanted to compete. Look here, mosquito. Don't bother bite me, no, sir. Our mom. But yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it. After Tina run 10.76, yeah, man, I can see it. I can see that. Um, yeah, Cooper is 16, guys. Cooper is 16. So this is more of a experience situation. and then he can come back strong. By 2028 he will be 20, and 20 is like really good age, a really good age for these middle and long distance runners. You know what I mean? If you check the Kenyans, the Ethiopians, and all these people, some of the young people are running on. Some like a pitney. Good morning, Donnet. What's up? Um, T, does Kevona do 400 well? I know she's a sprinter, but most prefer the shorter sprints. I mean, it's hard to really tell if she would be good at it, but if you go based on what you saw, through her entire career as a high schooler, then maybe, because she hasn't really, hit that start yet. She hasn't been able to rectify her start just yet. And you tend to find where persons that are probably good, better at the longer distances, don't have good starts. Look at Shania Douglas, right? Doesn't have a good start, right? As well, though, she's also very young, and lots of room for improvement as well from her perspective. But just to look at a few athletes that have come through the conveyor belt for Jamaica, maybe she would have been good at the four if she tried it, but I can't really say. Okay, so Handel Roban's time is still in it. Let's go take a look at what's going on in the men's 800 meters from a time qualification perspective. So they're not sure what the results. Child, am I on live? Yeah, I'm on live, yeah? Let me refresh it. All right, so the first Jamaican is up, Tyrese Taylor, and of course he's our national record holder. So let's see how this goes. Handel Roban 1:45.32, which makes him second. Let me refresh this page because I don't know. The results are not showing on my end. Okay, guys, I can only see one result, and that's the first result. Okay, I can only see one result, and that's from Heat 1. So let's switch focuses. Is this the live I'm on? Let me go back. Let me try this again. Maybe I'm not on the live. I don't know. No, I'm on the live. Okay. All right, so they're ready to go. I just want him to gauge himself, not try to front run, not try to front run. Slot himself someplace, middle path that is close to the front. You know what I mean? Oh gosh, it looks like he's going right to the front. Honey, please no. All right. Let me just have some faith in how he plans on executing. But make them go and go run a front. Yeah, man. Make them run a front. Just hold your lane. All right, so Bryce Apple in the lead. Australia is there, Jamaica is there, Ireland is there, Sweden is there. All right. Okay. So you also have to be careful, in these 800 meters as well. When you're running on the inside, you don't get boxed in as well, because that's a thing, right? So Tyrese is still there, right? Let's see how he's able to finish up. We're in the final 300. All right, Tyrese is still with them. All right. Still in third place. Coming off the final turn. All right. It's one of the faster races. So if this is one of the faster races, keep your eyes on the non-automatic qualifier times. Tyrese is still there. Tyrese is running strong. All right, he's falling back a bit. All right, I think that's because he was trying to change where he's positioned. He's coming through for an automatic position. Yes, he gets it. Third. Yes, that is it. Woo! Whoop, 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 whoop. Good going for Jamaica. Why am I not seeing the results? I don't know. What am I doing wrong? I know I'm on live. All right, so Ireland takes the win 144.91. Huppel second 145.09 and Terry Taylor 145.13 third. Automatically qualified. We need to see the times here as well. Oh, unfortunately, Handel Roban. Wait, let me go back to his time. 145.32. And I can't see the other times. So I think Handel Roban is out, guys. I think he's out. I think he is out, unfortunately. Back to live overview. Live results. So Handel is still in. Live results. I can't see it. But Tyrese looked really good. We were asking for a fourth man in the men's 4x4. I wonder if it's Tyrese Taylor. Guys, what do you think? Guys, I can't see the results, unfortunately. So I can't tell you the times exactly. I know Handel based on the last heat and this one is still in third place, but I don't know how the times look in the second heat or the third heat. So I'm not sure. Um, I could have told you that from Diamond League. I don't say nay. I don't say nay when it comes to T and that 10.6 for sure. But you see the thing is, guys, 10.6 is like a crazy barrier. You know what I mean? So I would rather see athletes get through 10.7, you know what I mean, and then do 10.6, that kind of thing. But for sure, seeing Tina run 10.76 and knowing that Tia is ahead, yeah. Which means, guess what track is? That 4x100 meter relay is going to be crazy. Absolutely crazy. Tia, have you seen the start list for the men's 400 meters? No, I haven't looked at it yet, but I'll go through it while we're here. All right, so Shanika is up for her second jump. All right, she followed the first one. Come, Shanika, let's go. All right. I do. Is that over it? Coach me said he has gotten Kevona to drop some weight. Okay, that's great. That's great to hear. Both him and Anderson front run a lot. Are you talking about Handel Roban? Yeah, I know Handel Roban likes the front run, but I think at this level, you have to really, just kind of gauge things a little bit, differently. You know what I mean? Or approach it a little bit differently. Roban is in it still. No, he made it in. No, he's not. Like, which is it, guys? Good run from Tyrese, absolutely. I can't tell you if Roban is still in it because they're not showing me. Oh, my battery's dying. I didn't realize that my computer wasn't plugged in. All right, we're here. Yes, our national record holder, Tyrese Taylor, has qualified to the semifinal round. Great running. Navaski hasn't run yet. Melissa was on nightcap until she was expecting 10.52 to 10.55. I mean, okay. I wasn't expecting no 10.5. I'm still not expecting no 10.5. You know what I mean? So if that's what she says, then I'll wait to see it. I will wait to see it. Guys, I see 360 people here. Welcome. Please remember to hit the like button. Let me go check and see what the likes look like because I be saying these things and nobody is even doing nothing until I go look. Ask me why? I don't know. So the fifth heat is now on the track. All right, so the likes. All right, so 360 people here, 134 likes. Come on, guys, hit the like button, please. Thank you. I would appreciate it. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Yeah, if you look at her 10.61 vibrating higher, it's not that far away indeed. But you see, there's realms are realms. You know what I mean? And 10.9, breaking below 11 seconds is a realm in and of itself. 10.9 to 10.8 is a realm, 10.8 to 10.7 is a realm, 10.7 to 10.6 is a realm, you know what I mean, and so forth. So don't just look at it and say, oh, she ran 10.61, 10.5 is right there. Shelly ran 10.60, you know what I mean. 10.5 was right there. Did she get the 10.5? You know what I mean. So you have to put those keep those things in the back of your mind as well. It's not just as looking at it as straightforward. 10.5 is absolutely ridiculous. 10.5, 10.4 is even more ridiculous. You know what I mean? So yeah. Somebody said Melissa Oxtail reached Tokyo. You guys are a mess. Lord of His mercy. A week. T, come on. If Jefferson was 10, if Jamaican, I would be saying 10.5. Don't shortchange the girl. No, it's the same thing with T and the 10.6. You know what I mean? Even though people are saying 10.6, I kind of want to see, a transition. You know what I mean? So yeah, people have been saying tier 10.6 all season. And I've been saying, okay, I'm still keeping it into 10.7. All right, so the fifth heat is now off. I'll tell you what it looks like when it's rounding out. Shelly's in her 30s when she started running 10.60s. Oh no, if you're talking about age and potential, of course. From a potential perspective, yes. So I'm not saying, she doesn't have the potential to run 10.5 in case that's what you all thought. I'm saying in this moment, I didn't see 10.5 and I still don't see 10.5 in this moment. But if we're talking about as she continues to develop and grow, of course. Hey, Mr. King, what's up? You are delayed. My race is delayed. I'm gonna refresh it after this one, which I don't know which internet I'm on actually. I'm actually on the Starlink. I don't know why I'm behind. I don't know, guys. But I'm gonna refresh it after this. I don't know because sometimes some people's feeds are delayed. I don't know if TVJ's feed is delayed in general. I'm not sure. All right, so Algeria is leading. Kenya's in second. Ireland in third. Let's see how this goes. Wanyoni is now moving to the front. Ooh, Wanyoni looks way good. Wow. Wanyoni is like, listen, this is just walking. It's crazy. He looks super good. Super duper good. All right, guys, let's not bother to start the doping talk. I don't like it. I want to enjoy track and field. I don't know how you guys enjoy track and field. I can't enjoy track and field if I'm side eyeing everybody. That doesn't make no sense to me. All right, let me refresh it now and see how it goes. But Wanyoni looks really, really good. Really, really good. All right, so I refreshed it. So I hope I'm, level with everybody in terms of what's going on. Um, yeah, the 800 meters is like a sprint now as well. All of these events are, improving a lot. I don't know if it's just due to sports technology improving, you know what I mean, or people in general, improving, right? So, or a little of both. Melissa doesn't need a Jamaican coach, guys. She can stay in America and do what she needs to do. All right, so here we go. Triple jump. Let me get into that. Let me get into the update of the triple jump. Triple jump, triple jump, triple jump, woman. And I need to also get into the high jump. All know them not showing nothing high jump related. So I need to go look at that as well. Where's my timetable? Okay. So Shanika is sitting third in group A, not automatically qualified. Wait, what happened? Why she jump off of the board? Did she jump? I'm not sure what happened. Why did this took off attempt two? But anyway, she's sitting in third. Shanika Ricketts. So that's in group A. And that's okay. And Akila Smith is sitting in fourth in group B. Right. So even though they have yet to automatically qualify, given how things are looking, it looks like Team Jamaica will have our two representatives in the finals for the women's triple jump. But things have become a bit more interesting because you're looking at the likes of Yulimari Rojas making a return. I had no idea that she made a return, so she's back and ready to go. Right. The Cubans are there as well as the Olympic champion is there. So it's looking really tough for Team Jamaica. I mean, I had us done for one medal, but let's see. Let's see what Shanika is gonna have to up her game by the time she gets to the finals. And I want to have Chaki's keep in mind that what you do in the qualification round matters not when you get to the finals. So it's a clean slate and everybody has to go again. And I'm actually not against Shanika Ricketts taking so many jumps to actually, qualify because it gets her to get acclimatized and get more comfortable with the actual, surface. You know what I mean? And to execute her jumps. So let's just hope, by the time she gets to the final, she ups her game, but it will not be easy. It will definitely not be easy. All right, here comes Navaski Anderson. 800 meters. Da, 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 da. I wanted to see if Handel Robin is still in, but for the life of me, track is them now show me the results. Okay, so 145.63, 145.32. Okay, all right. So he's still ahead of all of these people from Heat 2. Okay, okay, nobody in Heat 3 as well. So he's still in. Okay, based on the fourth heat, he's still in, but he's literally in the final position, I think. No, or he's out. 145.15. So he's sitting in third after the fourth heat. Let me see what happened in the fifth heat. He's still in after the fifth heat. So he's actually still in, guys. So Handel Roban is literally still in. So keeping fingers crossed that he makes it in. I want Navasky Anderson in this race to run it pretty much like how Tyrese Taylor run it. Don't try to run at the front. All right, so he slotted himself into fourth there. The Botswanan is leading the race. I'm on the wrong heat. Botswana is leading the race. Great Britain is there. Is that Germany is there, and also Jamaica, right? So just stay where you are, Navaski, and just bide your time. The Polish athlete is now coming up on the outside of Navaski, is as overtaking Navaski, right at the bell. Here we go. So Botswana leads. Great Britain is second. Um, Germany third. Poland fourth. Jamaica fifth. Poland is also coming up on the inside of Navaski. All right, so Navaski has now moved to sixth, but he's still there. Navaski is now moving through on the outside. He's making a move. All right, he made his move. It put him back into fourth. Let's see what he has in the home stretch. They're now coming off the final turn, but the Polish athlete is there, trying to make a move. Here comes Navaski Anderson. Navaski is making a move, but everybody is also making a move too. So let's see what happens. Navaski is moving. He's pushing. He's moving past the German. He's now into third. He's into a qualification position. Good going, Navaski. Strong execution. Love it. That is it. That is how we navigate rounds. We don't try to front run. Great. Woo! Two Jamaicans into the 800-meter semifinal. Wait, I need to learn how to bogle. Bogle. We need to have some music playing, man. We need to have some music playing. I'm having fun. So the British athlete wins. Botswana second. Jamaica third. 1 minute 44.87 from Nabaski Anderson. So even a faster, qualification from Tyrese Taylor, but still in. That's what we need. Strong execution. So I love how our athletes have grown when it comes to the thought process, when it comes to trying to navigate these runs, because I remember when he was here last time, you know he was trying to front run. You know what I mean? Front running on this stage is not a good thing. This level of competition, not trying to front run here, so it's not gonna happen. But yeah, just make sure you've sorted yourself into a good enough position, not too far behind, the leaders, so that when you come into that final 200, maybe 150, you can kick. You know what I mean? And hopefully you have something left to kick. Yeah, man. Yep. Qualified. T, you're watching the USA feed because mine is the same. Well, it's not the USA feed, it's actually the global feed, right? So this is what everybody gets their feed from a global perspective, outside of the people that probably have their own cameras. Maybe, I would expect USA to have their own camera set up, but apparently not. I know Great Britain is BBC sometimes has their own feed as well. But yeah, this is the global feed. Um Oh, times, Roban. That was the fastest of the heats. Let me check what Roban. Let me check what fourth and fifth place was. Heats, 800 meters. Da da da. One. Okay, unfortunately, Roban is out. Roban is out. so he doesn't progress to the semifinal. But I'm just hoping that this will be a learning moment for him. This experience, will have him adjust how he navigates approaching, racing at this level. Because even if you watch like the best of the best, persons competing in their individual events, middle and long distance, they're never at the front. There's some place round the back, and as you're getting close, to the actual burn up parts of the race, you see them try to push through, the field. But we're clearly not at the level where we can be around at the back and then come back from there. No. So I'm saying slot yourself someplace close to the front, but not the front. So he'll learn from this and he'll come back, stronger, better and stronger. You know what I mean? So he has the quality, he has the determination, in my opinion, and the guts as well, right? So and you have to be gutsy to run the 800 meters. Well, run anything in general, but middle and long distance is terrifying, in my opinion, right? So I'm expecting to see him come back bigger and better 2026 and beyond. Um, Based off of an observation of um track is, you have some people that when they run, they don't necessarily need somebody to help them go fast. You know what I mean? Some people it helps, some people it doesn't. You know what I mean? And I don't necessarily get the vibe that should have gone any slower or faster, depending on the competition. You know what I mean? I think she just executed her race, right? And ended up with a 10.61. I think that 10.54 affected Elaine negatively. Also, didn't Elaine's 10.61 and 10.54 come in the same season after she wasn't impressive at the Jamaica trials? Yes, so she was third. She was third at the trials. Ran 10.61 at the Olympics. But remember, when she ran at 10.61, she was slowing down, right? She was celebrating from way out. So she could have gone 10.5 from there. You know what I mean? And then went on to Eugene, a couple weeks later after the Olympics and ran 10.54. But we also have to take into consideration track is conditions are different wherever you go to compete. So you may run faster some places, slower some places. You know what I mean? And I think Eugene is one of those places that if you get it right, if you the conditions are good, you can go faster. You know what I mean? So yeah, and she didn't really get the best start there as well. It wasn't the best execution, but as she says, when she's more uncomfortable is when she runs her fastest. So T, you said you were expecting 13 to 15 medals. How confident are you in that assessment? No. Okay. So actually, it was 16. It was actually 16, but I subtracted two because I didn't want people to think I'm crazy. So I subtracted one from Megan Tapper, right? Bringing us down to 15. Because remember, back then we didn't know that she wouldn't be competing. So I was like, okay, we're down to 15. And then I subtracted another. Oh, and I subtracted the men's 110-meter hurdles because I'm saying, okay, maybe some of y'all don't understand what Jamaicans, believe when it comes to Orlando Bennett. So you won't see why we believe he can medal. So I'm like, okay, let me just keep that one in my back pocket. But yeah, I actually did, clock 16, right? So right now, if we're taking into consideration the 14, I've only dropped one from the women's 100-meter hurdles and the mixed 4x4, which honestly, and I know a lot of people say we didn't have the team, but we had the team. If you saw the splits, you would even realize even more so that we did indeed have the team. So that was really, one of those events that we could have done well in, and unfortunately, it just didn't happen. Um, right now, we're down to 12 based on the 14 order. 12, yeah. Not bad. I wouldn't say that's bad. And there's opportunity for us to pick up, in other events as well because I'm still keeping my eyes on the women's 400 meters. For sure. It's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be easy, right? But I'm still keeping my eyes on Nikisha Price, absolutely. So you never know if we can surprise in other areas. All right. I want to go into the high jump and tell you guys what's happening there. High jump. Okay, nobody has jumped yet, it seems. All right. Back to the women's triple jump. Okay, so Shanika took her third and final jump. Didn't get the automatic cue. That's okay, based on where she finishes in the qualification, which is third. She should be in to the finals. Group B now. Taking a look at Akila Smith. So Akila Smith has moved down a bit now. She's also taken her third and final jump as well. Hasn't improved. 14.21 her best. She is fifth overall in Group B. And I suppose when you put them together, she's still in top eight, which is good. What you want? Yeah. There's still some persons to jump though, so we still have to keep that in mind, right? So things can change, but keeping our fingers crossed that our Jamaicans will be able to navigate to the finals. I'm glad Rojas is back, but I'm not glad she's back. Yeah, I'm glad she's back, but I'm not glad she's back. I get you absolutely. Um, Jamaica is representing well in the 800 meters, I believe so. Uh, do you think Sherika can upset Melissa in the 200? So it's going to come down to Melissa getting a really, really fantastic run off the curve and whether or not um, Sherika can hunt her down from there, right? So, athletes coming off injuries may not be have this all the speed, but they definitely have the strength. So she'll be strong enough to try to run her down. The question is whether or not she'll be able to. And then you have to take into consideration as well, Melissa Jefferson Wooden ran 10.61. Um, is she gonna be, able to navigate another 3 rounds just as good? You know what I mean? So you have to take those things into consideration. Yes, clearly, she did it at the national championships, right? But this is the world championships, a different level of competing. So let us see, what that gives. For now, it's definitely still giving Melissa Jefferson Wooden is the favorite to win gold. I think if the race stays in 21-7, Sharika has a chance. If it's anything faster than 21-7, then maybe not. Am I too greedy? In my mind, I was expecting Kimara Farkison to be here by now, but perhaps next season. Sometimes it's a motivational factor as well, guys. Hopefully Kimara Farkison as well as everybody else that competes, for Jamaica in the 800 meters will look at these athletes competing because Kimara has been running well this season. He also switched. No, he didn't switch. He still competes for what's that school that wears the burgundy again? It's not burgundy, whatever the color is, right? I think he still goes there. Who went to Arkansas with Tyrese? Tyrese and who is at Arkansas again? But anyway, point is, hopefully these athletes will be able to look at it and get motivation from what these men are doing at the global stage and up their game for the next season. Navaski qualified. Good morning, Jordan. Um, yeah, Roban is out now, unfortunately. Yeah, Roban is out, unfortunately. Um, Yeah, no, USA is there, but the feed is what I'm talking about. So the feed, what most people use is the global feed, which is the one provided by World Athletics. And then, of course, if you want, you can have your own commentators on it. Some people choose not to, aka Jamaica. We'll just listen to the global commentators speak, right? But I know sometimes USA will use the global feed, but still have their commentators speaking over it. Even Canada, will use the global feed as well. And I think they do have different commentators sometimes as well. Natoya is another front runner too, and I hate Natoya running in the front. I don't care how I've been screaming over the years. Natoya stop front running, it not change. Um, I'm still trying to figure out who screwed up a thing more, herself or her coach. I honestly think it's a little of both. Ricketts only usually needs one jump to qualify. True. But back in, I'm going to say it's the same 2023, if I'm not recalling the year correctly. She did a one and done jump. Or maybe it was a year before that. Maybe it was 2021 Olympics. She did a one and done jump. And by the time she got to the finals, she looked nothing as good as she did in the qualification round. So I'm saying that it's not a bad thing sometimes seeing athletes take multiple attempts. Sasha Zoya is out of the semis. He was injured badly, Chuckies. You could see how much pain he was in. So it was, surprising seeing him running under such duress. But yeah, Romain Beckford, let's go. So the high jump, sorry, is getting ready to go off, and that's the final. Let's see how well he can compete. Jakob and Cole not being in the final for the 1500 meters makes things boring. I suppose the back and forth you can probably throw in Yared Nagus as well. And if you all remember, Yared Nagus didn't even qualify from the USA Championship. So 1500-meter top a few of the top guys, heavy blows, not seeing them there. For sure are not even qualifying to the finals. But whoever qualified did so, and we have to enjoy it as far as I'm concerned. Rivaldo Marshall, right. Right. Rivaldo Marshall goes to Arkansas with Tyrese Taylor, right? So I was actually thinking that Rivaldo would have come through before Tyrese, to be fair, right? But it seems as though Rivaldo picked up an injury this season. So let's see what's gonna happen with him next season. And what's that school? Texas A&M, right? That's where the other one goes to. So again, they'll be looking at this. They'll be seeing how well the athletes are competing, and hopefully they'll be able to join them, next year and beyond. Sherika can run her down with that 10-8 speed. Sherika is hungry to, yeah, man. So it's gonna be because Melissa's gonna get off the turn first because Sherika doesn't have that speed in her just yet. But Sherika has the strength. So again, it's just a wait and see. I'm thinking that 21-7 should be good enough for gold. If it stays there, then Sherika can challenge for that gold. If it's anything faster, maybe not yet, maybe. And I'm saying maybe, but let's see. And it always irks me when people come into the comments talking about people are wealthy and don't need to do this. If you don't need to do this, why are you here, sir or ma'am? You know what I mean? If you don't need to participate in the event, why are you competing, sir or ma'am? Don't use those things. They're here because they need to be here, and that's why they're competing. So if you're going to be competing, give it your all. And then also there's Tyrese Roden. He recently um graduated from Clemson, right? So we have a number of good athletes that are coming through the conveyor belt with the 800 meters. They just need to keep going. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, big up Lansley. Welcome, welcome, big up. I see 511 people here, guys. Welcome. Please hit the like button. She barely competes. Yeah, I think when athletes are not focused, when they can't find the balance, let's put it this way, it's really hard for athletes to find the balance between what goes on off the track and on the track, right? Few have been successful at it, right? So, and you have a thing where when you live in a country where you have so many opportunities for deals outside of the track that you lose, sometimes focus. And I think it's a two-part thing with Ethan Moore. So Let's see if she's able to come back though, because she's really high quality. All right, let's dive into the men's 110-meter hurdles because that's about to start. No, Heat 1, USA Dylan's Beard. He Lane 2, Yuan Jiang Chen from China. Lane 3, Sasha Zoya. I am not seeing Sasha Zoya. Wait, what am I on? Oh, I'm reading the wrong semi because I'm like, what? What am I reading? Those are not the people I'm seeing on the track. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Back to the reality. Okay, so Heat 2. The Santos from Brazil. Lane 3. Shunsuke Izumiya from Japan. Lane 4. Dylan Beard from the USA. Lane 5. Junju Lu from China. Lane 6. Enrique Lopez from Spain. Lane 7. Enrique Lopez. Wait, I think I said that already. Enrique Lopez from Spain. Lane 7. Orlando Bennett from Jamaica. Lane 8. Ready, Orlando. We are ready. All right. Lane 8, we have Shunsei Nomomoto from Japan. So Japan has two in the semi. And in lane 9, we have Gregory Minkyu from Germany. Um, it's the hurdles. Whoever executes the best race, honestly. Because we've seen, especially if you go by what happened in the women's 100-meter hurdles finals, yeah, a lot of times the race doesn't play out true to form. It's who executes the best race. So I'm hoping that we have Orlando Bennett executing one of his best races so that he can get into the semi. That's what we need to do. Navigate each round as it comes. They take two and the next two based on times. Let's go. All right. Let me pull on this because I don't know why World Athletics, the website, I move faster than what I'm seeing on the screen. Okay. Come, Jamaica, come. Set. All right, they're off. Not a bad start, Orlando Bennett, but he's behind the Jamaicans. He's behind the Japanese, sorry. Here comes Orlando. He hits a hurdle. Our Dylan Beard is leading. The Chinese is there. The Spanish is there. Bennett is coming through. Okay, Bennett wins. All right, 13.28. Good. All right, Orlando, we got to tighten up. We got to clean up. We're not hitting those hurdles. I don't like too much hurdle hitting, but we've qualified, which is good. Boy, I think the Japanese are out. I don't know what happened. I think the Spanish guy is there, and also Dylan Beard is there as well. I think those were the top three. So it should be Orlando Bennett, Dylan Beard, and Lopez. I think those were the top three. But as I said, they only take two. Oh no, no, no. Dylan Beard wasn't there. Okay. So it is Orlando Bennett and Enrique Lopez that are in the top two. They automatically qualify. On the bubble, Nonamoto from Japan, 13.30. Dylan Beard, 13.31 from USA. So those are the bubble times. Not as fast as I thought it would be. So it's gonna be a struggle if these athletes will be able to make it into the finals because I did genuinely feel like it would be faster. So let me go look over in a Heat 2 because I don't know what Heat 2 looks like. Cardell Tinch, the Mario Prince. Okay. So Heat 2 has the potential to be faster, but maybe not everybody. So let's see if those guys that are on the bubble will be able to navigate through to the next round. But we have to clean up. We have to clean up for sure. I love how Orlando moved through the field. Absolutely. So that's good. That is good. Good. Good, Orlando. Good. Good. But we have to clean up. We have to clean up. Oh, Orlando is actually one of those people that do that little skipping motion, when they're going over hurdles. It looks weird to me. I don't know how to explain it. But let's get into the chat. Um Yeah, guys, please hit the like. I see 548 people here. Let me see what the likes are looking like. 500 and odd people there and a 218 likes. Trackies, want to do better than that, sir and ma'ams. Please, please, thank you. Thank you. Come on, guys, hit the like. Hit the like. I'm not gonna stop saying it. I still see 218, and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Let's go. Bennett took the win. Bennett took the win. Yep, Bennett took the win. Good run, but he has to clean up, guys. He has to clean up. He hit a couple hurdles there. He hit, I think, the second hurdle and maybe the fifth hurdle. So he has to clean up. His race was clean. I need to go back and look on the race there. I wonder if somebody posted it online. Child, can I see something different from what Uno see? Arsa Akim says, don't lose hope, believe in your dreams. God is with you all the time. Restart, reset, refocus. Absolutely. Absolutely. I am trying to Lord of mercy. Janelle Brumfield. Janelle, answer the people them. The person said somebody says to Janelle Brumfield. So you stop run for man? Janelle says, yep. Did I run for my house? But he bought us one. Wanted to travel the world and the flights are paid for. Wanted to start a business and he's investing. You want to run for me? Listen, I tell people all the time, as a woman, no woman wants to work. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You have some women that are passionate, you know what I mean, about a project and will give their all, you know what I mean, and be the best. But listen, if they can be put up and get everything they want and just, take care of the home, they'll do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's what we are pretty much made for. All right, second semi. Second semi, we have Demario Prince coming up with Cardell Tinge. Where's my thing? Okay. As that Eduardo Rodriguez from Brazil, Cardell Tinch from USA, Zhou Yi Zhou Yi Zhu from China, Lorenzo Seminoli from Italy, Jason Joseph from Switzerland. Lord God, the race done already. And how the race done already? Why is the race finished already in the results? How that makes sense? I saw Cardell Tinch win. Jesus Savior. Set. All right, they're up. All right, good start by. I can't even read the race. Anyway, Cardell is leading. Come through Demario. Come through Demario. Come Demario. Come Demario. Push, push, push. Ooh. I think that was fourth. And then fourth or third. But I don't know if it's fast enough. So Tinch ran 13:16. Joseph ran 13:18. Remember the times 13:30, 13:31. Those are the times on the bubble. So let me see. Come on, times. There clearly it's too close. Cock at the website pop down. I'm looking at the screen. What's going on with World Athletics? Why does this website go black every 5 seconds? Okay, Demario Prince third, 13:32. So he's the fastest bubble time. So we have to keep our eyes on heat 3. And actually, the dead heat in terms of time separated down to the thousands. That's how close it was between Seminole and Prince, right? But again, Prince is still in third place, or the first bubble position, which is important. So now we have to keep our eyes on semifinal 3. Who in a semifinal 3? Not tell me so the race start already. What is happening? All right, I'm not seeing the third semifinal. What is? All right, guys, I'm not seeing the third semi. It's not auto-populated with nothing. All right, no, we know that the third Jamaican has to come up, right? We know that the defending world champion is going to be in that race as well. Who else want to see it? Rashid Murtaki, I don't think we see him yet either. So is the fastest semi-final coming up is the third one. Is the third semi-final the hardest semi? Who else wanna see? We haven't seen a couple of the French athletes, I don't think. Not true. We're not seen a French athlete, I'll know. Outside of Sasha Zoya not turning up. We haven't seen Wilhelm Belosian. We haven't seen the other French dude either. Oh no, we saw Wilhelm Belosian. Wilhelm Belosian was in heat two. So no, but the other French dude, which is the fastest French dude. Okay, here we go. See the race here come up now. No, it not come up. It did? It didn't? I'm confused. Okay, it's here. It was here the whole time and I didn't realize. Okay. Anyway, so Gers from Netherlands is there. Jacoby Tharp. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. This one is going to be interesting because Matthew Quay from France, as I said, the fastest French athlete, Tyler Mason, Chen, Rashid Mortarke, Grant Holloway. Jeez. Tyler Mason, just make sure you're finishing top two, right? And then outside of that, we keep our eyes on the bubble. Right now, the bubble 12.13, sorry, 0.22. Dead heat, actually. It's a dead heat 13.22, only separated by the thousands. How far is my feed behind everybody's feed? Because the race done long time on World Athletics and nothing not show up on my end. So T says the number is wrong. It is 13.22. What did I say? Apologies. It's 13.22. Whatever I said, apologies. It's 13.22. I see a final where Grant isn't in it. Isn't there after that? It's possible. Impossible for him to make it. I need to refresh my feed. Now that TVJ is gone on a break. Let me refresh just to make sure that I'm up to date. Cause why is it that I feel like I'm way behind? I don't know. It's giving way behind, and I'm not loving it. All right, so the third semi-final is on the track. Okay. And this is probably the hardest semi because the best French athlete is there, the best Japanese is there, the defending world champion is there, Tyler Mason is there, Jacoby Tharp is there. Yeah, man, this is a semi-final of death. Child, Grant is gonna get out. The question is, can Grant hold on? I need Tyler Mason to just tunnel vision and execute. That is it. Set. All right, the race is off. Good start by Tyler Mason. Grant Holloway also starts well. Quay is there. Cart. Who come through? Yes. Oh yes, yes. Keep it together. All right. Woo! Grant Holloway unfortunately does not make it, but we're keeping our eyes on the times as well. Mason. This is not a gold medal by any stretch of the imagination, but we have to, celebrate the small advancements by our athletes. So 13-19. Jesus! 13-19 and 13-22. Can you believe it? We have 3 Jamaicans in the finals. Because guess what? Even though Simonelli and Prince were on the same 13-22, they were separated by thousandths of a second, which means that he was actually ahead of Simonelli, which means that we have 3 Jamaicans into the finals as well as Thorpe. So Simonelli out, Thorpe in, Gregory Prince in, Mason in, as well as Orlando Bennett in. I need to learn to do a new jig. I need to do a new jig. Yay! I'm happy. Let's get into the results. So 2 Americans in the finals, 3 Jamaican. Is it 2 Americans? Let me go back. So 2 Americans, 3 Jamaicans. Moritaki gets in from Japan. Jason Joseph from Switzerland. So I don't think any French athletes make it to the finals. So no French athletes make it in. So 3 Jamaicans, 2 Americans, a Swiss, a Japanese. Who am I missing? No, that's the women's triple jump. I'm missing somebody. Okay, and I can't do the summary properly now so I can actually see the people. What kind of summary this? Well, no, only I show me 6 people. Jacoby Thorpe, right? So who am I leaving out? Oh, and a Spaniard, Enrique Lopez. Okay. So that's who makes it into the final. So Tyler Mesa, Cardell Tinch, Rashid Murtake, Jason Joseph, Orlando Bennett, Enrique Lopez, Demario Prince, and Jacoby Thorpe. No, they kicked out Demario Prince. Jesus Christ. So, you remember how Just Quay Matthew ran 13:22? Apparently, his 13:22 was faster than Demario Prince's 13:22. So it's down to the thousands. It's 0.215, 0.217, and 0.218. So Demario Prince is actually out. So it's one French athlete in. Too early to celebrate. Oh Lord. Yeah, Grant Holloway didn't make it in. I think there's a generational gap between the Woodhalls and myself. So I honestly don't have any comment on their personalities because it's like, okay, it's probably just something I can't understand because I'm from a whole different generation, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Thank you for the $5 super chats. I appreciate it. Wait tube or no super sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you. You see, this is why I'm gonna put on a big ass t-shirt tomorrow or later tonight. Why is Philip in here cursing expletives? Sir. Yeah, Prince did not make it, guys. Prince didn't make it. Prince is out. Prince is out, guys. Prince is out. Yeah, Prince is out. Prince is out. You're still mad at the French, huh? From Paris. Listen, that was the worst Olympics ever. I hope we never go back. And you know what? They're gonna get the World Championships at some point, and it's gonna be annoying. Yeah, Prince is Jamaican. He didn't make it. So let me go over who made it again, so that we can settle the confusion that was caused partly because I was chatting crap. So Tyler Mason qualifies as the fastest athlete. Well, a new PB actually from him as well. So new personal best, Tyler Mason, 13.12 seconds. He wins his semifinal. Right, Cardell Tinch also won his semifinal as well. 13.16 qualifies. Rashid Motake was behind Tyler Mason, 13.17. Jason Joseph qualifies from Switzerland, 13.18. Jacoby Tharp qualifies from the USA, 13.19. And Josque Mathy from France qualifies 13.22, as well as Orlando Bennett, who won his heat or his semi, 13.27, and Enrique Lopez from Spain, 13.29. So two Americans, two Jamaicans, one Japanese, one Swiss, one French, one wait, my last one me I can't say. Two Americans, two Jamaicans. That's four. One Japanese, one Swiss, one French athlete, one Spanish athlete. Okay, that's the eight. Yeah, Prince is out. Prince is out, guys. Prince is out. Yeah, Prince is out. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Prince is out. Prince is out. Holloway looks so sad in that interview. You know, guys, this is sport, and for him to have the run he had, Grant Holloway from 2019 come all the way back. This is the first time he's lost a global title since then. No, like he didn't win in 2021, but still he won in 2019, didn't win in 2021, but he won in 2022, one in 2023, one in 2024. Plus, let's not forget he's undefeated in 60 meters indoors as well, from a that perspective as well. So, listen, that's unheard of. That's unheard of when it comes to competing at this level. You know what I mean? So, life happens, and sometimes great athletes also get injuries as well. And you just have to take it as a chip on your shoulder and come back next time as well. All right, so Charm, that's asking they're all 13-2-2 on the bubble. So how can they kick out Prince? Right? So athletes that tie down to the hundredth, which is the 2-2, right? They further separate it down to the thousands, right? And if it cannot be separated down to the thousand, then then it's considered a tie, right? However, all three of the athletes were separated on the thousand, and the French athlete had the fastest 13-2-2 performance. It was down to the thousand. Let me tell you again what it is. So Let me go back to semifinal three. No, they moved it. So I'm not seeing it anymore. No, it's there. Okay. So down to the thousands, it is 0.215. That's what the French athlete did. The Jamaican did 0.217, and the Italian did 0.218. So 0.215, 0.217, 0.218, and that is how the separation happened. Sometimes it's tied even down to the thousands, and when that happens, then it's considered a tie, and they don't try to further separate it. But yeah, that's what happened. All right, track is 400-meter time. We not even have time to go through the comments, store the things that might come up thick and fast and hot. Jeez, 400 meters semifinal. Semifinal one, Yemi John from Great Britain. Lane three, from Barbados, Sade Williams. In lane four from America, Alia Butler. In lane five from Poland, Natalia. I think this is Natalia Kazmarek, but she's married now to Bokoweka. Okay, just Natalia. All right. Lane six, Lady Paulino from Dominica Republic. No, from Dominica Republic, yes. Lane seven, Henrietta Jaeger from Norway. Lane eight, Wadeline Venlo from Haiti. And in lane nine, Dejane Oakley. So this is going to be tough for Dejane Oakley to get out of. If she shows, what she showed from a collegiate perspective, it's possible. But I've been looking at herself. I've been looking at Alia Butler, and they haven't looked as good as they were looking earlier in the season because they're collegiate, because they've been running forever, right? So since the USA Championships, the Jamaica Championships, they haven't been looking that good. So let's see if anything changes. But I'm actually leaning more towards Paulino and probably Jaeger. The Haitian looked good in qualifying as well. So you can never really tell, right? But I'm probably leaning more towards there. Natalia also will run a good race, but I'm hoping that Dejane finds something. Let's see what Alia Butler does as well. All right, let me see if I can get through some more comments before this race actually starts. Um, You don't know Tyler Mason. He's been around for a minute, but this is his first senior team. 29. It's never too late. If that's the story to come out of it, it's never too late. Keep going, keep pushing. Eventually you'll get there. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of athletes sometimes don't see, that success and they quit, from a mental perspective before they even quit physically. So this needs to be the lesson for many up and coming athletes that when it's not working, keep going. And it does in life in general, really. All right, the race is about to go off. Set. All right, they're off. Dejane goes off pretty well. So does Paulino. It's pretty even, honestly. The stagger looks pretty even. All right. So Dejane is getting eaten into by the Haitian athletes. So far on the stagger, Dejane is a bit back, but Henrietta Jaeger is running strong. So is Natalia as well. Henrietta Jaeger looks like she's leading on the stagger. Here comes Paulino. Natalia is there. The Haitian athlete is running strong. Alia Butler is a bit behind, as well as Sade. The British athlete is well back. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's go. Here comes into the home straight now. Paulina in the lead. Natalia in second. Jaeger is there. Alia is coming forward now, but Jaeger is coming back. So it is Paulino, Natalia, Jaeger. Yeah. So Alia Butler behind Sade Williams ends up in fourth, right? Yeah, so the season was just too long. The season was just too long for Alia Butler and Dejane Oakley. Unfortunately, we hope to see them, come better in some other in 2000. Did Alia Butler go pro? I don't recall. I don't recall if she went pro, but we're hoping to see her come back a bit stronger. But that being said, it's not over because, of course, they're the bubble times. So they take two. Oh no, she's actually out because she ended up fifth. Okay, so Jaeger and Sade are on the bubble. So let me tell you the times. The times. So winning was this right? And Natalia win? Did I not look at the final, 10 meters of this race? Okay, so she was beaten on the line because she slowed down too much. Okay, it doesn't matter. She's in the finals. All right, so Natalia takes the win 49.67. Paulino second 49.82. Jaeger behind as well there in third 49.87. That's the first bubble time. Sade Williams in fourth 50.39. That's the next bubble time. So two bubble times so far. We're really keeping our eye on the 49.87 to be fair. I mean, I'm not sure if that 50.39 will be fast enough for Sade, but let us see. Um, Dejanay Oakley ended up being seventh, 51.42 seconds. So, yeah. In Heat 2, we have Victoria Onorugo from Great Britain. We have um, Quintasia Johnson from Bahamas. We have Mercy Adongo Okech from Kenya. In lane 5, we have Salwa Eid Nasser from Bahrain. From in lane 6, we have Isabella Whitaker from the USA. Lane 7, we have Stacey and Williams from Jamaica. In lane 8, we have Lieke Klaver from the Netherlands. In lane 9, we have Roxana Gomez from Cuba. All right, so hands down, in my opinion, that is Salwa Eid Nasser takes the win here. Things get a bit more interesting there in after, right? Now, Isabella Whitaker, like Alia Butler, like Dejanay Oakley, was collegiate this season. She may have gone pro earlier, but she did the whole 9 yards this season, right? So she also has not come into this championships or even the USA championships looking her strongest. So because that I'm thinking those things, I'm leaning more towards Stacey and Williams, taking the next position as well as Lieke Klaver being in one of those pole positions for potentially a bubble time. But let us see how the athletes actually navigate the semi. All right, let's get into some comments while we wait. All right, no, before we get into the comments, let me tell you what's going on in the men's high jump. All right. Where is our Jamaican? Okay, Romain Beckford. Oh my God. Romain Beckford took his first three jumps at 2.20 meters and he failed all three. So he's out of the competition. Whoa. That wasn't the result I was expecting to see. So Romain Beckford actually ends up 12th in the men's high jump. He's the only athlete that is completely out of the competition so far. All right, let's take some comments now. I'm not sure why they're not using line lanes because I'm sure World Athletics, had a rule that said if there are 9 lanes, then 9 lanes should be filled. But I don't know. That's not what's happening here. Um, France should never host. They might go host. They might go get World Championships for host, guys. That's just how it goes. So, but we're not gonna enjoy it. We know that much. Yes, guys. Please hit the like. Hit the like. Guys, the only way they would take all of the three athletes that ran 13.22 is if they were all tied down to the thousands. They were not tied down to the thousands. There was separation, and as such, only what is it? One of them made it in, and that was the Just Quay from France. All right, Stacy, let's go. Mr. Stacy, let me tell you, Stacy has always been a baddie, and I love her, and I've been always talking about her. But you see that slim version here of Stacy? Chef's kiss. I love it. The final for the men's 110-meter hurdles comes up a little bit, in a little bit. So it's coming up today or in this session. I will tell you the time. Let me tell you the time. Where's my thing? The time is actually 8:20. So it comes up at 8:20. All right. So we're now getting into this semifinal. Let's go, Stacy. Okay, they're told to stand. All right. I know that's the problem, but not keep them too long in the blocks. Sure. Yeah, first time Grant has lost a world title. Lord God. Don't get Jamaicans started about a tie, because Jamaicans don't like hear about tie and says for them, let them not get you, because a be a problem, Be a problem. Oh, Lord. Me soon get to the Akira comment there. Child. All right, so the second semifinal is off. So far, Nasser has gone off really strong as well as Like Claver. Stacy is biding her time, running really strong, as well as the American, running really well. Let's see how things go off this top turn. All right, here comes the Nasa in the lead. Like Claver is still there. Now Stacy is making her move on Like Claver. As well as the American is still there. Stacy comes in to the turn in second place. Nasser is leading. Come, Stacy, hold it now. Okay, she's been challenged. Come, Stacy, hold it. Oh my gosh, and then it's up. Jesus, she's going backwards. Ah. All right, so Stacy's out. Stacy's out. Gomez makes it in. Whitaker is there on the bubble as well as Claver. We have to look at those times. I am stressed. So Whitaker 50.20, Claver 50.25. Let's go back. All right, so Henrietta Yeager is still in as a bubble time, so it means that Claver doesn't make it in. Whitaker still has an opportunity to make it in, as well as Henrietta Yeager. As I said, Henrietta Yeager's time 49.87. Highly unlikely that she won't be able to make it in based on how fast she ran. But let's go into heat three, semifinal three. Wait, Stacy ran 50.39. So it wasn't slow necessarily, but the placing matters. You know what I mean? So she needed to be in top two, didn't get into top two, and where she ended up fifth, which means that you're not even considered for the bubble at that point when you're a whole fifth, right? In hindsight, thinking about how she navigated her heat, maybe it was probably a little bit too fast, and she should have probably tried to rein things in a little bit in the heat. But Chucky's hindsight is a hell of a thing. You know what I mean? So hopefully going forward though, she knows her capability and gauges rounds a bit better. Here on out. Let's put it that way. See, Akira posted and said that she's not feeling the love for the sport anymore. What do you think is going on? Akira is a world under 20 champion, as well as went to the NCAAs and dominated there as well. When an athlete that is used to winning on transition to the professional ranks isn't winning, then yes, it's tough for them because they're used to winning. You know what I mean? If you go back and you listen to the best of the best, like this Usain Bolt tell you when he lined up against pros, and realized the reality of being on a back and not in the front. They take it hard. You know what I mean? Because they're used to winning. And it's different from somebody that hasn't won, anything or wasn't used to winning, climbing up the ranks and eventually becoming a winner. Right? Akira though has to, and that's where your circle becomes important, right? Akira just has to make sure that she still keeps her head in the game, right? And keeps pushing, because if she allows these moments where she's not succeeding to overtake her mind, then we may lose, one of the best potential hurdlers that we could have had ever, in the sport, right? So I'm just hoping that this is just a moment of her expressing her frustration. And I get it because I've heard these things already from athletes that are used to succeeding, not succeeding, right? Um, but she just has to stay with it. She just has to stay with it, stay focused. We were talking about our hurdler there just succeeding, and he's 29, right, just making his first world team, and he's 29, and coming out of that he was like, listen, never give up, keep going, keep going. So she just has to strengthen her circle. Her circle is important. Her mother is going to be very important in moments like this. Everybody that around her is going to be important to keep her focused and keep her grounded, and know that she has to put in the work if she wants to get there. Clean up on the things that need to be cleaned up on. And if we're being honest, looking at how Akira hurdles versus how everybody else hurdles, there's a lot of room for improvement. Imagine she's running so fast and so good and always up there with everybody in the world, and she's not the best technically clean hurdler. Just imagine when she fixes those things and cleans up those things, how good she will actually be. But she has to hold her head down and get through the tough times and get it done. We're coming into the third and final semifinal. So I'm going to come out of the comments and I'm going to go into that semifinal and tell you who is there. So Paula Sevilla from Spain is there. Charlie Maudsley from Ireland is there. Andrea Miklos from Romania is there. Martina Wheel from, what is this? Chile? Chile, okay. Amber Annin from Great Britain is there. Nikisha Price from Jamaica is there. Cindy McLaughlin Leveroni from the USA is there. And Basant Hemida from Egypt is there. All right. So, hands down, Cindy McLaughlin Leveroni, but I'm still keeping my eye on Nikisha Price. I believe she's gauging her season, perfectly. So, like how she navigated her round, not doing too much. So hopefully she has more in store to deliver a faster race here and qualify in an automatic position. But I'm definitely keeping my eyes on Amber Annin because she is capable as well, and they train together. I want to say they train together. Yeah, they do train together, right? So I'm keeping my eyes on her and Maudsley as well. I believe I'm keeping my eyes on as well. So let's see how this race actually goes. All right, they're off. Sydney gets a good start. Sydney's out. As well as the British athlete is out. Okay, Nikisha Price has gone out a little bit too slow for me, but let's see what she has, in the home, stretch. Anyway, it's Sydney McLaughlin, Rilla Baroni. Amber Allen is out. Nikisha Price has no responded to Amber Allen. Okay, that's good. All right, so Sydney taking the lead. Sydney's in the lead. Amber Annan is there. Nikisha Price is there. Those are the top three athletes that I said to look out for. Those are the three that are running well so far. Sydney McLaughlin Leveroni. Then is Amber Annan, Nikisha Price, Who is in the okay? So it's Nikisha Price in the lead on the home. Amber Allen is there. Nikisha Price is running into second, I want to say, but Amber Allen is still there. So let's see who gets the automatic. Okay, Nikisha, no, Jesus Christ, Nikisha. It's fast enough though. All right, so Sydney finally breaks that American record. 48.29 seconds. World leading performance. Really strong run from her. All right. Um 49.38 from Amber Annin, 49.46. So Nikisha Price is definitely in as the fastest non-automatic time, as well as Jaeger. Wait, then again, what was wait, Wheel was also fast. 48.88. What did Jaeger run? 48.87. Track is. Can you imagine running 49.88 and 49.87 and barely making it in? So Wheel is actually out, but Nikisha is in. All right. So Nikisha, I think she thought she had Amber Annin beat and slowed down. Amber Annin didn't give up, took the second. Nikisha Price is not going to get one of those good lanes, unfortunately. But Sydney is the conversation here. 48.29 versus what we saw from everybody else. Our the other people them run. Sarwa 149.47 and 48. Oh. Hmm. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Sydney navigates the the final. But this is my thought process, right? Of course, Salwa is gonna take it out. The question is whether or not Salwa will be able to hold on. Right, Sydney is gonna be there as well. Sydney goes out strong, just not as strong as Polly. What's her name? Salwa, in my opinion. I think we may see Paulina actually move down to third. Based on what I'm looking at in the semi, it will be Sydney versus Salwa per se for gold and Paulino third. That's how it's looking to me. At least I still have Salwa as the favorite, but it seems as though Sydney has moved herself up a bit in the pecking order from a favorite position. So let's see. But Nikisha is in, so I'm happy about that. Um, she has the third fastest, right? The third fastest qualification time going in. So based on times, 48.29 Sydney, Amber Annin 49.38, Nikisha Price 49.46, Salwa Idnasa 49.47, Natalia 49.67, Roxana Gomez 49.78, and Marlady Paulino 49.82, and Henrietta Yeager 49.87. So yeah, really, really good qualification in the women's 400 meters. I'm excited for the finals. Akira said that really, I don't know another country that roots for their country like Jamaicans. I don't think she said she's not feeling the love from what she said. She's not feeling the love from the people, or she not feel the love for the sport. Yeah, she's just upset in this moment, and I think it's because she's used to winning. So it's like, Grant was squatting 200 pounds, heard a pop, yeah. So injury is just part of the game, guys. Tyler Mason making a finally making it to the World Championships and going into the final unsponsored is the story right now. Yeah. So she has to look at these athletes that have struggled for years, and take those things as motivation, right? I think sometimes athletes that are used to winning can't really read the room for everybody else because they're always head and shoulders a bit above everybody else. So the standard is a little bit different, but they have to kind of read the room and realize that most people there are so hungry, and a struggle and a try win, right? You kind of have the talent on your side. Most people don't. You know what I mean? So she just has to stick to it and just keep pushing. Javier says, LOL, Jamaicans are funny. Okay, just Natalia. Listen, guys, I am not big on spoiling people's names. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna come for me in the comments and say I'm not pronouncing it properly anyway. So I'm just like, okay, let's not even try. Well, I do try, but I'm like, let's not try to butcher it too much. Um, Akira's just in her feelings right now. Yeah, Mason is unsponsored, guys. Nasser for the money, then Paulino. Based on that, send me. I'm gonna say Nasser, Sydney, Paulino. Remember to pause it or turn it down due to copyright. I mean, guys, me I talk over it. So just in case anything, yeah. Akira, you don't want to be. Yeah, man. Same thing. Buckle up and restart the journey. Yeah, man. She just has to take this on her chin and buckle down and come again. She has to start looking at herself. A lot of times athletes can't look at themselves and see what's wrong. Start looking at myself and how I'm competing holistically. What can I change? What can I improve? You hear athletes talk about it all the time. They may not be willing to admit it in the moment, but you hear them years down the line say, listen to me. At that moment, my diet was off. I needed to improve my diet. I wasn't doing these things in training. I needed to do these things in training. She needs to look at herself now holistically and start to improve those things. Oakley has had a long season, guys, so it's understandable her, not running as fast as she has. Um, but as I said, don't hold this against her. She's collegiate. So look forward to her after she leaves college, hopefully, to be able to compete strongly at this level. All the collegiates suffered. Alia Butler didn't run well. What's the other one that went pro earlier? She also didn't run well as well as she could have as well. So I mean, let me see who made it into the finals. I'm gonna go back to who made it into the finals. So America only has one person into the finals, and they have some of the fastest athletes this season, but only one made it in. And that's because most of these athletes were collegiate this season. Isabella Whitaker, right? Alea Butler, they're all collegiate this season. Long, long season for them. And by long season, I mean, them already I run from them time, yeah. Go straight back round. You know what I mean? So um just give them some time to transition properly. Um, no relay for Oakley for me, to be honest. Track is we don't really have much options. To be fair, we don't have much options. Yes, Jordan, she's a collegiate. Let them know she's collegiate. Bad girl Nasser. Yes, Nasser looked good. Nasser looked good. Sydney looked even better. But was Sydney doing too much? That's the question. Um, Make we see what Williams has. So Williams unfortunately didn't make it in, Stacy. But again, I think it's just a learning curve in terms of how to gauge her performance. We know she's in sub 40, sub 50 shape, right? She showed it in the heats. But maybe it was too fast too soon. Maybe, if she flipped the order in terms of how she performed or how she executed, then yeah, she would have made it into the finals. Right. But it's just one of those things, guys. So, guys, there's this one time gene test that all females have to take. So, every female that has taken to the track is a female. So, let me not see those comments in the chat, please. I appreciate it. I don't like when people come after a woman. Not everybody has the same body type. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to be hippie. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just keep those things in mind. So the men's 400 semi is no. Okay. This is gonna be crazy, guys. I'm afraid for our Jamaicans, but let's go. All right, so we have Ibrahim from Qatar is in lane one, in lane two, sorry. Samuel Riadon from Great Britain is in lane two. Attila Molnar from Hungary is in lane four. Christopher Bailey from the USA is in lane five. Lee Epi from Botswana is in lane six. Zakithi Nene from South Africa is in lane seven. In lane eight, we have Reese Holder from Australia, and in lane nine, Bovell McPherson from Jamaica. All right. So what I struggle with when it comes to our Jamaicans is that all of them ran personal best slash season's best to make it out of the heat into the semifinal, right? Was that too fast, too soon? Mind you, they had to go that fast just to qualify. Let's be clear. Everybody that qualified had to run sub 45. Actually, there's an athlete that ran sub 45 that didn't make it into the semifinal. So you had to go that fast. But the question is the fact that they went that fast, do they have more? That is a question that is going to be asked in these races for the Jamaicans, and we will see. But keep your eyes on Christopher Bailey, Epi from Botswana, and Nene from South Africa. As a matter of fact, keep your eyes on everybody because everybody looks really good in general. As I said, everybody's sub 45, mid to low, 44 seconds, that they're capable of. So let's see how this goes. And of course, Nene being the sub 44 man in the race. So let us see. All right, they told them to stand up. All right, I can take some more comments. Darling, make it a tell. It's tough. It's tough, guys. I don't think Stacy tried to run down Nasser. As a matter of fact, Stacy went out slower than Claver. I think she was in the same race as Claver, right? Yeah, she went out slower than Claver. So she didn't try to run down Nasser. She ran her own race, but she doesn't have enough in the final straight. Straight. Um, T, your feed is delayed. Really? I'm gonna have to try to refresh it after this race. Yeah, man, everybody's training really hard to be here. So sometimes these athletes just have to try to up their game. You know what I mean? And not underestimate anybody, especially hungry people. Hungry people are the most deadly people. There's a false start. I wonder from who? Is it from the same Reardon? There was a false start. Sid is in 47 shape. Black African Samiras. Now I have to change my mind on Sydney. Lord of God, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting 400-meter finals, that's for sure. Let's see if Sydney leaves her pet event, the 400-meter hurdles, and comes into the 400 meters and dominates that. Wouldn't that be a hell of a thing? Okay, so they gave a green card. It was apparently a faulty start again. Oh, so they're getting back on their marks. Okay. She finally got that American record. Wow, Sydney's not human at all. She just looks way too relaxed. I'm not sure how to gauge that relaxed because she always looks relaxed. You know what I mean? So let's see. Lord of God. Sydney has everybody whimpering. Love you, TT. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Okay, yes, I won't. Um, Grant picked up an injury earlier this season, so he's not at his best shape, guys. So he didn't make it into the finals. T, did I not tell you that Eugene track is not fast? No, Eugene track is fast. So we're not going to do that. What I will say is that you have to take into consideration where these athletes are in training. You never know where they are in training. You're expecting them to actually turn up at the championships in their best shape ever, right? Which is why you find that after championships, right, and they go on the circuit, you find that a lot of times end up being super duper fast. Let's go back to 2023. After the World Championships, they held the Diamond League final in Eugene. There were records upon records upon records upon records, because guess what, all these athletes were coming off the championships where they were in the best shape of their life, and they turned up in Eugene breaking every record on the books. You understand? So you have to keep these things in mind when you're talking about times and performances, right? So let's say Sydney turned up in Eugene after the World Championships to run, would see something probably even more ridiculous. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying, but I don't agree. So they're having some technical difficulties right now, guys. So the race isn't off yet. All right, so they're getting back on their marks now. All right, here we go. All right, the race is off now. So Babel gets off well. Nene gets off well as well. Epi gets off well. Christopher Bailey is a bit back. The Australian is running strong as well. Babel is still in the conversation, but the Botswanan has not moved away from Bailey. Nene as well is there. The Australian is running strong. Even the Polish athlete now is making up ground on Christopher Bailey. All right, so the Australian now is moving strong. So they're now coming into the final turn. Bavel is trying, but he's a bit back. So it is Nene in the lead with the Botswanan in second. Nene is looking around. Okay, he knows he's good. Nene is there in second, but the Australian is pushing. Bavel is trying to get in too. Okay, all right. So Bavel is out. Nene wins. Epi second. Holder third. So we're keeping our eyes on the bubble times, but Bailey is out as well for USA. Let's go into those times. Bavel tried, guys. So that's the thing. When you go that hard in the heats, the requirement to also come into the final and run the semifinal, that is, and run the same, is really tough. He still dipped below 50. I mean, not 50, that's for the women. 45. So he ran 44.99. So another good run from him, another strong run. Just not good enough, you know what I mean? Then he ran 44.20. A good first three, I would say 320-ish. And then after that, it was probably him just making sure that he was safe, right? So he has a bit more to give. So we have to keep our eyes on Lenin for the finals, absolutely. Plus, he's also one of the guys that have run, sub 44. So again, he to me came in as a medal favorite. So he's showing true to that. His form is showing true to that. The Botswana and Epi struggled a bit in the home stretch behind Nene, but still looks good. Qualified 44.51. Reese Holder is on the bubble with his 44.63, as well as Ibrahim 44.74. I'm expecting though that the other times to come will be faster. So the bubble times I don't think will be that slow, but let's see. In heat two or semifinal two, we have from Slovenia, Rock Furlan in lane three, Busang from Botswana. In lane four, Charles Dobson from Great Britain. Lane five, Jacori. Ooh, ooh. Okay, let's go again. Charles Dobson from Great Britain, Jacori Patterson from the USA, Jerry Richardson from Trinidad and Tobago, Rasheen McDonald from Jamaica, Pele from South Africa, and Eduardo from Italy. Who did I see semi-final there? Who set up this semi-final? Well, all right. Jacori Patterson has looked really good, so I'm gonna say he wins this. But they're also gonna have challengers. You know, Busang is gonna be there, Charles Dobson is gonna be there, Jerry Richardson looked good when he was qualifying as well. He looked good. You know what I mean? God, Jamaica, I pray for you. I pray for Rasheen McDonald. Rasheen McDonald said he's in great shape. You know what I mean? I saw his interview. So he's just taking it around at a time. He's still our national record holder. Make we see how I am do ya so. Right? Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. He ran 44:38 to qualify. Keep that in mind. Who said no? Remember going to semi-final three. Come here, I want to semi-final two. Semi-final three has Matthew Hudson Smith, Delana Kennedy, Kirani James, Endori, Caleb McCreeb. I still think the second one harder. I still think the second one harder. God bless them, people, yeah, man. God bless them, man. The second and third, second and third semi-final. Cause what may I look for in the time, then, honey. Anybody who runs the best race is gonna get in. In a look good track is in a look good at all. The semi-final them is tough. Let's go, Rasheen. Let's go. Lord. Yeah, man, she needs that encouragement. She needs the encouragement. She needs encouragement. She needs encouragement. She needs encouragement. Oh, the 400s, they get another day to rest. It's still in their legs, Trackies. It's still in them legs. In case you think it's not, it's still there. Um, Good morning, Carmetha. What's up? Um, how can you be so calm after that fight? I'm not calm. I am not calm. Sydney looks deadly. Sydney looks absolutely deadly. Yeah, man, she has to think that she has the support of Jamaicans. She just has to a lot of athletes sometimes don't like when they're, criticized as well. They can't handle it. But I just feel like, well, you're just gonna have to, buckle down and come again. All right, so the race is off. Jacori went off well, as well as Jerry Richardson, as well as the Botswanan, as well as the South African. Lord God, Rasheen is also in there now. Rasheen is now making his move. All right, let's see what happens off this turn. So it is Botswana, I think, in the lead. Jamaica is there. Lord God. So Botswana well ahead. Wait, now we're going with Jacori. Come, Rasheen! Run it, Rasheen! Yes, Rasheen! Woo! Yes, Rasheen! Ah! Woo! Woo! 43, new national record! Time. No, no, not new national record. It's a season's best. 44.04. I jumped the gun. But he made it in. He said he was in good shape. Rasheen, good job. Good job. Whoa. All right. So Busang wins. 43.61. Rasheen second. 44.03 automatically qualifies. Child, Ja'Cory Patterson. He just went back. So Jerome Richardson third, 44.12. We have to keep our eyes on the bubble times. Remember, I told you that the last two bubble times in the first heat were too slow. Indeed, they were too slow, they're out. So now in the bubble is from Trinidad, Jerome Richardson and Ja'Cory Patterson from the USA. Oh my gosh. Listen. Listen. 43.61. My heart hurt me already. Rasheen, you almost give me one stroke. Told me I cheer for you, my chest hurt me. Listen, Rasheen. You almost give me stroke, sir. Oh my God, that was good. That was good, Rasheen. All right, now we just have to worry about this third semifinal. It's gonna be a little tough for Delano Kennedy. You know what I mean? He's also another one that ran a PB in qualifying, right? So it's gonna be tough to see if he's gonna be able to mirror that again. But let's see. Matthew Hudson Smith is there. Kirani James is there, and Dory is there. McCree is there. Another sub 44 man as this season that is. Men that are capable of going sub 43 are also in the race, like Matthew Hudson Smith and Kirani James. So guess what? Those bubble times are going to be very, very interesting to see if those that 40, 44, 12, and 44.19 hold up. I do think they can hold up, but there's a potential that this heat is also as fast as well, and those bubble times are challenged. No, sir. Rasheen, make me lose my chest. My chest is hurting me. Good job, Rasheen. Good job. You know, remember when in the laugh of time when he might do so? Don't doubt the man. You remember when you do him all season? I remember our method and I said, don't do that. You still do it. Me say, you not clown the man all over social media. You do the man. Me, I'll tell the man, I talk to the man on the phone. I'm tell the man, say, look here, I would never call a big boy again. To all them clown him, me say, it's never coming out of my mouth again. Just from him making it to the finals, trackies, he's already won for me. I know the finals comes up, and I know the expectation is going to be there from Jamaicans for him to do well again. I want y'all to keep in mind that the rest of the world is also good. So if he doesn't medal, don't come down on him hard. Nobody beat him up, because really and truly, given how everybody else was running in that race, he had to run that fast to qualify. So nobody come back to him after the finals and cuss him and say him run too fast in the semi. He had to run that fast to make it, or he wouldn't have made it. See me all I get emotional and me ready to cry. Cause me see how do him bad. Me see how do him that area, man. Me feel it for him. Jeez. I agree with you, Tia, about Akira. With obvious potential, but back to the drawing board. Yeah, man, she have to just pick herself apart. Sometimes as athletes, you have to be your hardest critics. She have to go pick herself apart and fix the little things that need to be fixed and come back. She's good. She can be the best. I say this over and over and over again, but she have to go fix it up. They had some technical difficulties with the start, guys. It had nothing to do with the athletes. Boy, my throat I got. Oh, now I know why my chest and my throat is hurting me, because I'm hurting back of what happened from the men's and women's 100-meter final. Jesus, like all here is killing me now. Oh my gosh, I'm weak. I was just trying to get all them black athletes here from around. Don't get it's a joke, Chucky. It's a joke. I know they have black athletes. I know black people are everywhere in the world. You know what I mean? It's just a little joke. Don't take it seriously. Yeah, man. Tyler and Orlando took their semifinals, so we're looking forward to seeing them in the finals coming up at 8:20. I'm excited for that. What so much things are going. Me confused. Me not even know where to start. All right, so this third and final semi, they're about to get in their blocks. Is the men's 110-meter hurdles taking place at 8:30? No, it's at 8:20 Jamaica time, 8:20. So no, nobody gone away because the race is coming up in less than half an hour. Set. All right, they're off. So far, the American has taken it out, as well as Kirani, as well as the Botswanan. All right, Delano is a little bit back, but let's hope he can come up in the straight. Bernard Norwood is running really strong in the first part of the race as well. So let's see how it goes. Is Kirani James or Delano is at the back now? Kirani James is leading, should be leading coming out the stagger with the Botswanan there. Okay, Matthew Hudson Smith has put himself in qualification position. Matthew is there in second. Kiran is going backwards. Here comes the pack though. They're chasing the Japanese. Okay. Wow. So many people are out. So many people are out. Let's check those times. So many people didn't make it. Okay. So everybody on the bubble in the second heat made it. Right? Everybody on the bubble in the second semi made it. Endor took the win 44-21. Nakajima 44-53. Samakonga. So I don't think you need to say anything more. Just know that Matthew Hudson Smith didn't make it. Caleb McCree didn't make it. Vernon Norwood didn't make it. And as well as Delano Kelly didn't make it. Kieran James didn't make it. All the people where you would I think could I make it? No make it. Wow. All right, so those Botswanans are looking good for the 4x4. They're looking really good for the 4x4. They've turned up. You know what I mean? They didn't look as strong this season leading into the championships, but they have turned up. They have probably put themselves back into, pole position for one of those medals, aka gold, challenging with USA. So let's see. Um, You see, me already see the disrespect for Rasheen and him not run yet. Based on where this comment is, him not run yet, and already I look down upon the man and I diss the man. And stop it. And need to stop it, yo. Wanna upset me, man. These all big boy thing. Them thing upset me. When do you feel like read them comments, yeah? You say, at me phone, you see? I'm me a cussing about the big boy and I still left on big boy in the comments. I mean, it's his nickname, and him actually tell me say him not have a problem with it. To be fair, so me not to cuss too much, but me not like how Uno say it. Uno say it with one like an underlying connotation. I mean, I like it. All right, so the women's 1500 meter final is about to come up. She's gonna be on the inside or the outside. She's gonna be on the inside. Well, the outside. She's probably gonna get lane. They're not gonna use two. Let me see. Three, four, five, six. She's gonna be in lane seven. A lane seven? Yeah, I'm gonna say lane seven. No, it's because she was a bubble time, right? Was it a bubble time? Yeah, it was a bubble time. She's gonna be in lane. She's gonna be in lane nine, which is I don't really like because it means she can't see anybody. I'm hoping she chooses lane two. But lane two is a tight lane, and athletes don't like running in the tight curve. I don't know which one she's gonna prefer. Prince have a faster reaction time. What does reaction time have to do with what happened at the end of the race? A reaction time comes at the beginning of the race. The result comes at the end. It have nothing to do with nothing. No, no, Chuck Universe. Criticizing what he did is different from the kind of malicious things that people were saying, you know, talking about whether or not he's okay upstairs and all these things and this big boy connected. Like, come on now. You heard the things. Don't act like you don't know what I'm saying. I'm not talking about criticism. We lay criticism at athletes' feet all the time. I'm not saying don't criticize him. I'm saying the type of vitriol that you threw at him, you shouldn't have. And I'm not saying you when I say you, but I'm saying the people in general. Who is running T? So the women's 1500 meter finals is coming up now. One of my favorite Jamaicans are gonna be running, and that's Faith Kipyegon, and she's one of my favorite athletes all time. To be general, I love her down. Everything about her, I love. Can't wait to see what she does here. They're currently doing the introductions for this event. So once it's about to go off, I'll turn my focus there. TR, your race is delayed. Apparently, they're delayed, guys. I'm sorry. Not much I can do about that. I've refreshed my feed a few times, and it's still, behind. So I'm assuming that that's how this particular feed is. I will go over who qualified for the men's 400-meter finals, guys. My voice is literally going. Um, 400 men. Okay. So in summary, qualifying is Busang. So Botswana has three athletes in the finals. I believe this is the first time ever for them to have three in the finals, right? So amazing for them. So Busang, Nene, not Nene, sorry, Endori and Epi all qualify from Botswana. One South African is there, Nene. Then we have the Jamaican Rashid McDonald, then the Trinidad and Tobago athlete Jeremy Richards and Jacori Patterson from the USA. So, oh yes, plus Nakajima from Japan. So those are the 8 athletes that automatically qualify. Well, not automatically, just qualify in general for the finals. Um, Again, 3 from Botswana. I think that's the highlight here. Only 1 from America, right? So here we go in the women's 1500-meter finals. They're on the line and they're off. Faith Kipyegon, very small, probably one of the smallest, if not the smallest in the field. Looks like the smallest in the field, but certainly the greatest. So she's leading. Okay, let's see. I think she kind of slowed it down a bit. So Hull is behind her. And Johnson from the USA is there, as well as Chip Chichir. So it is Kenya, USA, Australia, Kenya. That's how the pole positions are right now. Still Faith in the lead, still Hull in second. Johnson is in third with Chip Chichir there as well. Pushing at the front, 63, 64 through 400 meters. It's not crazy, it's only 4-minute pace. But so I do think that pace is going to lift. If anyone tries to attack on the shoulder of Faith Kipyegon, I'd be sure that would instigate a kick. So it's still Faith Kipyegon, it's still Jessica Hull, it's still Chip Chichir, and it's still Johnson. So now it is Kenya, Australia, Kenya, America. And also Kenya is there in fifth as well. So it's going to be interesting. America is there in sixth. So it is Kenya, Australia, Kenya, America, Kenya, America. Poland is there too. So Faith is leading, Hall is in second. Chip to Chair is trying to make a move on Hull. Hilo from Ethiopia is making a move on the outside, coming around, trying to put herself in a better position as they come into this turn. So coming into the final 400, they're trying to just position themselves well for the bell lap. So Hilo has now moved herself up into a good position. Again, positioning for the final bell that will be coming up now. So it's Faith, Hull, Chip Chichir, EU, Kenya. So it's Kenya, Australia, Kenya, and Ethiopia. America is a bit trailing a bit back. All right, so now they're now making a move on this final bell. So it's Faith, it's Hull, it's Chip Chichir, it's Woi, it's EU, sorry, EU. Hilo is still there competing as well, but Hilo looks a bit back. But Hilo is a bit back. So it's Kenya, Australia, Kenya. So let's see if Hull can do anything about Faith. She's trying her best, but Faith is looking like she's gone. Let's see if there's anybody that can respond to any body and make any changes. It looks like Iwo is making a move on Chip Chichir. Chip Chichir is now trying to get into the bronze medal, but it's Hull in second. Faith Kipyegon is the clear winner here. Hull is being challenged. Is Hull going to get a medal? Is Kenya going to go? 1, 2, 3. Here comes Kenya. Kenya into second. Kenya into... No. Oh my gosh. So it is Kenya, Australia, Kenya. So it is Kenya 1, 2. Faith takes the win. He was second. Personal best for her. Hull third and Chip Chichir fourth. Really, really good 1500 meters. Yeah, those Botswanan athletes are going to be dangerous in the 4x4. Yeah, man. Going in, I did do my preview video and I said that South Africa looks like they're going to be challenging. But Botswana was like, nah. Yeah, Botswana looks like they're ready to take down USA in that 4x4. And especially the fact that they're not looking as good individually as well. Don't get me wrong, when some athletes get a baton in their hand, sometimes they turn into different beasts and different monsters. So we still have to see how the race goes. But yeah, Botswana is looking like the favorites right now. And America still has athletes like Ray Benjamin that will come in as well. So that will be a huge boost for America. But yeah, so in 10 minutes, we have the men's 110-meter hurdles finals. Botswana taking gold. Yeah, man, Botswana is looking like the favorites for sure. Um, yeah, Sydney is crazy for sure. Three guys from Botswana. Yep, yep. He stated that he likes that name. He told me the origin of the name, guys, and it has nothing to do with what everybody thinks the name is about. I just personally hate it, and I told him I personally hate it. Impressive run by Rasheen. Yes, 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 yes. Um, Jaeger in lane three, even if she's slower than Nikisha Price, she yeah. So when you finish in a qualification position, automatic qualification position, you get a better lane, right? Than somebody who didn't, right? And Nikisha didn't get one of those automatic qualification positions. So which is why she will either be in lane nine or lane two. They're using two. Price is in two. I think two might be better because at least she can see what's happening ahead of her, right? With lane nine, her having to be out there, trying to run a blinder in the first two, not sure where anybody else is not necessarily a good idea, at least to me, right? So I'm glad she's in two. Paulina is in trouble in lane nine. Yeah, they're gonna eat her up on the inside. So guess what? She's gonna probably think that she has to go like super hard, which she does have to, but that's gonna throw out her race plan, right? And you don't want people to throw you off your race plan and your race strategy, right? So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, Kirani didn't make it. Matthew Hudson Smith didn't make it. You know what I mean? A number of athletes didn't make it. I believe when I was doing my previews, Taekwondo said that Botswana was the favorite in the 4x4. He had them to win. It's looking like that for sure. Yeah, Faith. It's hard for some. The only person I really saw challenge Faith tactically is over the 15. That is the athlete that's not here from the Netherlands. What's her name again? I was just talking about her yesterday. Sifan Hassan, because they tactically run the same way, right? So it's always like a burn up in the home stretch, right? But Faith has always managed to be ahead of her. But she's the best one that I think I've seen against her tactically. Um, you guys are ahead in viewing. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. T, you're welcome in person watch party anytime. T, you're welcome to an in person watch party anytime. An in person watch time. Oh my gosh. Nasser, no, Nasser will be going out hard. Sydney will be going out hard. I think Nasser goes out harder than Sydney, right? Both of them actually run similar. It's just that from a race strategy perspective, sometimes Salwa doesn't get it right in her final, 100. I don't think she will have that issue here. I think she's managed to gauge her efforts perfectly, not doing too much too soon. And you want to do that as well, not do too much too soon, save your best race for last, right? And I think that's what she's doing here. So expect her to come in the finals ready to go ham. And it's whether or not Sydney can live with her. You know what I mean? Sydney so far though has shown in the semifinal that she can do it. She can live with her. Let's see how that goes. Paulina doesn't go out as fast. I think she will be forced out of her comfort zone to go out fast, which means that she probably won't have as much in the home stretch to chase both Sydney and Nasser, which is why I've now relegated her to third. But let's see. Stranger things have happened. The race isn't run on paper. Let's see how they actually navigate in the finals. Also, I think I'm still looking out for Nikisha. She kind of blundered, in her qualification, but I still think that she will be there or thereabouts as well. Challenging. I believe she can be fourth, in this women's 400 meters. Yes, guys, please hit the like. I see 700 odd people here. Guys, 700 odd people here, and it's only 300 plus likes. Trackies, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. What are you guys doing? Y'all are not hitting the like. Y'all barely want to subscribe. Guys, come on. Hit the like. Check is, I don't see anybody hitting the like button. Hit the like button. Like, come on, like up the stream. We need more and more people to know that we're here and we're presenting. Hit the like. Okay, the likes are now jumping up. Good. Continue. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like. And don't be afraid to donate as well. The super chat is there, the super sticker, the what do they call it? The gifts are there as well, the gifted. Everything that is there. Don't be afraid. Um, where am I in my comments? Yeah. I'm trying to get through the comments as quick as possible. What's wrong with your screen? What's wrong with my screen? What happened? What happened to my screen, guys? I don't know. My screen is fine. Um, is it coming through that loud? Let me turn it down a bit. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me put it on my head like this. I'm sure you guys can't hear anything, but I also can't hear myself, and that's strange. A $50 super chat. Winston Harden coming through. Thank you so much. When I get there, I will put it on the screen. I can't click on it when it's so far away. But thank you so very much for the $50 super chat. I appreciate it. Yay, guys! You all are coming through supporting TXC Track Time. I don't know how loud I'm talking because I can't hear myself. It's weird. Um. I really think that Nikisha will win a medal. I mean, Nikisha's gonna have to get into sub 40, sub 49. Um, I still think Nasser looks better than her. So let's see. So the Canadian wins the gold in the men's hammer throw. Guys, I'm gonna have to run, go look for my pot cover, cause I don't even know what me do with it. Lord God. I don't know what in there. Pot cover them gone. Then probably all the palm pot. Um, Nikisha got lane 2. Yerga got lane 3. Paulina lane 9. What were the rules again? I mean, Paulina probably chose that and probably didn't want lane. I'm gonna have to recheck the rules. But it's fine, guys. Okay, here we go. Thank you again, Winston Harding, for the $50 super chat. I really appreciate it. Guys, we're getting into the finals for the men's 110-meter hurdles, but they're finishing up what's happening on the field in the field. No, they're not. Okay, here we go. Chucky's, give me 1 second. I have to go look for me miss name. All right, I'm back. Marriage. Marriage. All right, let's tell you all who's in the lanes. I can't hear myself. I could be screaming and I don't even know. So the finals, Josque Matthew from France in lane 1, Enrique Lopez from Spain in lane 3. No, lane 2, sorry. Enrique Lopez in lane 3, Tyler Mason in lane 4, Rashid Moritake from Japan in lane 5, Orlando Bennett from Jamaica in lane 6, Cardell Tinch from Jamaica in USA from lane 7, Jason Joseph from Switzerland in lane 8, and Jacoby Thorpe from the USA in lane 9. All right, we're ready. We are ready. I'm nervous, but I'm ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're excited. Let's go, Jamaica. All right, they're getting on their marks now. We're ready. Guys, remember to hit the like. Ready, set, All right, they're off. More talking gets a good start. So does all of the Bennetts. Here comes our Lorna Bennett. Here comes Richard talking. Tyler Macy's running strong. Here comes Thorpe is running. Thorpe looks like he's leading. Tinch is in the lead. Here comes the Jamaican. Takes the win. 12.99 seconds. Runs a PB 13.08. Master runs his PB again. 13.12. Woo! Woo! One side! One side! One side! One side! One side! Oh! Two more medal! Two more medal! One side! Listen, jockeys, I can't hear nothing. I don't know if I scream, I don't know what happened. Listen, I had two medals for Jamaica in the women's, potentially in the women's 100 meter hurdles. Right, I say two now, tell me some greedy, I call it one. I say, pan the slide, my side I one for Ireland the Bennett, but I now got at it. Ireland come and lick out silver. And then we have Tyler Mason. Come and lick out bronze. The first time we make one senior team at this level to a championship. And the man come out with a bronze medal. No, man, I'm going to put some respect on the man, them name. One side. Of course, congratulations to Team USA. You know, Cardell Tinch looked the form man this season, looked the better man. I mean, most of these men are not as consistent, to be fair, right? So it would be really hard to call, you know, it from that perspective. But if we're going pound for pound based on times, execution, he looked the better man and he won here. So congratulations to him. But one side, Jamaica will say all day, every day, two medals. Wow. Oh my God. Back to the comments. One minute. All right. Back to the comments, guys. I'm going to try to scroll through as quickly as possible to catch up to where you guys are in the comments. Okay. Yeah, man, massive donation. Yeah, man, big up to Winston. This is a big donation. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Whoa. Yes, Ricketts made it to the finals, and also Akila Smith made it to the finals. So you guys can look forward to seeing both our women representing the triple jump finals coming up. I want you all to know, though, that the world record holder it has returned. I had no idea that she made a return. She's back, though, Yulma Rojas. So it makes the women's triple jump field even that more interesting. See, who are you fighting? I went to get the pot covers, guys. Me not fight nobody. What do you mean who me a fight? Lord of mercy. Y'all crap me up when I say who me a fight. I saw me love fight. And the things say I fight me a fight. Mighty God. Listen, me go get the pot cover them and me glad me go get them. Imagine the man them a run and me don't get the pot cover and go them get with 2 medal. Jesus, more shame. But me couldn't take that shame off of my face if I didn't go for the pot covers for them. You're mad and them give you 2 medal on top of that. Look here, the pot covers was deserved at this point. I saw T foot them Lily. Yeah, I'm really small, guys. I just look fat sometimes, but I'm fat now. Like I'm fat now, like my version of fat, not everybody's version of fat, but a fat version of myself. I was actually like I'm coming from, let me see, pounds. From a pounds perspective, I want to say when I started this channel, I was probably 115 pounds when I started this channel. Now I'm 150. That's too much. 234 Jamaica. Yes, yes, excited. Yes, excited. Oh my gosh. Whoa. The race done apparently way before it was done on my end. But yeah. Yeah, man, we're upon another party. So right now we're on 5 medals track is 1 gold. What is put we again? 2 silver and 2 bronze. Can't chat to we again. And that's just off the track alone. I remember so we drop medal, you know. So who did that tell me earlier about all the prediction them and look? See there? We get 2 medal and push we back up. So the women's 100-meter hurdles, not giving on. The men 100-meter hurdles, 110-meter hurdles, go with 2. 2 medals for Jamaica. 2, just like that. Look here, man. I love this for both Orlando and Tyler. I love this for them. Love this for them. And as I said, going in when I did my preview, none of you wouldn't understand why Jamaicans were calling, Orlando at least, for a medal. I don't recall anybody mentioning Tyler for a medal. You know what I mean? But Orlando, people wouldn't have understood, which is why I said, even though I have him, potentially for a medal, people won't get it, and then people are gonna call me the Lulu. So I say, you know what, make it stay, but I'm keeping my eyes on him anyway. And look there, the man come and the man viewing a silver medal, and of course, Tyler Mason. Bronze, child, we can't complain. I go, as a matter of fact, you can call it say a goal we win. Be sorry for all for Cardell Tinch. So Jamaicans are celebrating, you don't think that we win the goal. Thank you, Almighty Push, for that super sticker, $5. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. What's I gonna say again? That's a Naruto reference. Well, for those anime fans, that is. Um, yeah, Tinch looked really good. I mean, that's not his best race whole season, but it was enough for him to win. And yeah, he did that. I can hear. I came here to rewind and hear T scream. Thank you for the 4.99 super chat. I appreciate. I mean, pound super chat. I appreciate it. Mad Kane music. Yes, sir. Your girl is here to celebrate and scream and lose my voice over and over and over again. Listen. This is why I didn't want to wear this top, because you guys are doing too much now. I'm going back to my big t-shirt and my big whatever. My big t-shirt at least. See, you make me feel like I'm at halfway tree. Absolutely. You're so nice. You're so always nice. Always nice. Yeah. I'm happy for the guys. I'm so happy. And if Broadbell, thank you, Broadbell. I imagine we don't have Broadbell. We got 2-3 without Broadbell. Can you imagine if Broadbell was there? Look here. When Broadbell come back, my sister told me to say this some time ago, and I keep forgetting to say it, but no, remember it. You see when Broadbell come back, them dead. All right, so she's on TikTok and she knows the trends on TikTok, and there's this person that goes, them dead. So she's been telling me to say it for a minute now, but I keep forgetting. But you see when him come back, them dead. No, oh my god. Them, oh sorry, child of them afraid. Oh, I even said it wrong. Let's do it again. Um, you see when Rashid come, Rashid, all right, let me do. You see when Rashid Barbell come back, them afraid. I can't. All right. Yeah, I'm really fat from my perspective, but I'm not. No, like if I stand beside other people, I'm not big. I'm not fat in the least, but I'm fat for me. A 3 silver, I saw it go. What me count? 2 bronze, 2 silver. and one gold. Not five dots. Did I miss a medal? We had three before, yeah? I will get two now. That make five. I want to tell me say three silver. No, we never have no bronze. I lie. Sorry. I'm so sorry, trackies. Let me say that again. Three silver, one bronze, and one gold. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yes, USA. You can brag with 6 gold medal. That's good. We soon get some more. We soon get some more. So it's three silver, guys. So three silver, one bronze, one gold. My bad. Um, yeah, we're fired up. We're excited. We are excited. Um, three silver. Yeah, three silver. Sorry, guys. Three silver. Um, them dead. Yeah. Or as my sister said, them freed. Them freed. Lord God, me say when Rashid come back, them afraid. Oh Lord, I'm weak. I'm having fun. I'm having so much fun. Christopher said he predicted the 2-3 for Jamaica. Great going, Christopher. Not many people, saw that 2-3. I saw one for us, you know what I mean, from Orlando Bennett. But it was always going to be hard, considering, how the athletes were running. No one really separated themselves from the other this season. So it would be all about who executed on the day. I believe that Orlando Bennett could do it, and he did it, and I'm happy. But seeing Tyler Mason also come through, listen, we're over the moon. We are over the moon. You are live. No, I don't think it's about living good. I think it's about motion. So when you start moving around as much and you're getting older, yeah, you start to pack on the weight. You know what I mean? So it's too much weight, too much. Mason's coach is elite performance head coach. Another $5 super sticker. Thank you, Carmetha Dawkins. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys rock with me throughout this entire stream. Yeah, and we are excited, man. We're over the moon. We are over the moon. People getting on me for celebrating. If you are, I saw some videos online with some people in some store or some place where they must say them can't even scream. Look here, I don't care where I'm at. The whole place abandoned. You see him both nearly push off the man. I see him with so listen, as a Jamaican, we know how to celebrate. We're not demure. We're not cutesy. What's the other word I say? Be a bit more demure, cutesy, and something else. We none of them there's something when it comes to celebration. May I see one with Noah Lyles where them get Noah Lyles casket ready. Them say them make Noah Lyles go down good. You can't play with Jamaicans at all. At all. It's crazy. But yeah, Jamaica has done good. Yeah, Ronaldo Walcott. His name was slipping, but yeah, Ronaldo Walcott for sure. Coming through with Tyler Mason there. So really, really excited. Um, if Broadway was there, the outcome would be different for sure, for sure. Um, no, I'm not Elaine's sister. We have the same last name. Well, she's married now, um, but she's not my sister. But I act like I'm her big sister. Oh Lord. No, stop. I'll turn over table and beer things are going. As I'm saying these things, let me see how social media is behaving with these two medals from Jamaica. Let me see how these two let me see how these two medals from Jamaica is being received by the world, and I mean by Jamaica. Listen, I'm here for the underdogs, I'm seeing an interview with Adrian Kerr. Listen, I'm here for the underdogs for Jamaica. Listen, these are the people that have been there and struggling throughout their whether their career transition into pro, you know what I mean, and they just got an opportunity. And them people are turn up and give medal, and them people are turn up and give medal because them hungry. I never know say Shakira go a court in a October. I wanna keep them things up on the DL. I don't really follow up these things so much in a trackies, but yeah. Boy, my heart hurt me now. I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too old for this level of excitement. It's what's going on with my notifications. Oh, what the Jamaican them not realize that the Jamaican them get 2, 3 them they work. I work everybody there. Lord have mercy. The whole of Jamaica they work. The whole of Jamaica must be there work because I'm not seeing nothing. Honey. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. Yesterday I ended the stream and somebody said, T, you missed Mondo's world record. Actually, I was still watching even though the stream ended. I still saw the world record. 2.30 meters. And what somebody said, I don't remember where I saw this post, but I saw somebody say that Mondo is jumping 2.5 in training. Them and just a come and a jump, 1 centimeter at a time. Him can't trick her. Yes, she pleaded not guilty. She pleaded not guilty with her on camera. I mean, she's probably just gonna get a slap on the wrist for the most part because remember, it's not Christian Coleman that's bringing her. I think it's the state. So she's just gonna get a little slap on the wrist, I suppose. You know what I mean? But she just has to adjust. Athletes have to start, looking in themselves and start fixing themselves. You know what I mean? And stop looking around at everybody else to blame for everything that's going on. Sometimes you just have to look for yourself. When things are going wrong, look in the mirror. Um, Thank you for the 9.99 super chat, Smithy. I appreciate it. Guys, you guys are coming through with the support. I appreciate it. Not only are you here from a views perspective, but you're here as well, just being the whole morning straight through. No, man, I'm very, very appreciative. This has been a big year for TXT Track Time. At the beginning of the stream, I told y'all that we hit 39,000 subscribers, right? Amazing going. I'm not sure where we are now when it comes to these subscriptions. Let me just double check, child, so I can tell you all how well we are doing, and how well your support has been for the channel. So right now we are at almost 39,200. So by the time the end of this championship stream, we should hit 40K. That's a big landmark for TXC Track Time. And something I explained to people some time ago is that TXC Track Time could have been growing faster, but TXC Track Time every year has faced setbacks and setbacks and setbacks and setbacks, and it took a lot of growing and learning and understanding, what to do in this space. You know what I mean? Do's and don'ts. And even when me think say me I do the things right, me still apparently, getting attacked. And 2025 really showed me, who is really for me and who is not for me for the most part. So um another hit to the channel, but the channel has come back. It's not fully there from a YouTube recommending state, but it is what it is, and we just have to chug through until we get there. I don't know when the channel is ever going to get back to its glory days, but we're trying, and we'll be there at some point, I suppose. But yeah, you guys supporting all the time is really, really ridiculous, but we're on our way to 40,000 subscribers. 39 point, what is it, 39,150, yeah, at this particular point. So we are doing good, trackies. We're doing good. I really, really appreciate it after all these setbacks, and I pray going forward, based on everything I learned, especially in 2025, that TXT Track Time does not face any more of these setbacks and is smooth sailing, and yeah, just continued growth. Because when you don't have these setbacks, YouTube won't punish you. You know what I mean? When you have these setbacks, you get punished and your channel gets flung down into yonder. You know what I mean? So hopefully no more of these setbacks, no more of these copyright infringement issues, right? Even though I didn't infringe on anybody's copyright when I was given those 5 copyright strikes, right? I still have up TVJ to this day. I'm still gonna have them up till the end of time. I just saw me stay. But yeah, it makes me more weary of what to do going forward for sure, and who to stay far from 100%. um T, you're the best. Thank you, Siobhan. I appreciate it. So guys, please talk about Nikisha's lane draw for the finals, please. All right, what I'm gonna do, One Nation, is I'm gonna do an individual video on it. So look out for those videos coming up for the finals for a few events. I will do that video so that you guys can have it to watch. And I'm going to do a video on the men's 110-meter hurdle. So I hope you guys stick and stay and watch those videos as well. Again, I appreciate all of you guys and thank you for showing up. This is where the stream ends for this morning. Oh, sorry. Let me give you what comes up later today. So what comes up later today? Let's go back to the timetable. We got two medals, two more medals, silver and bronze in the men's 110-meter hurdles. Yeah, you can scream. So, Arlanda Bennett gave us silver and Tyler Mason bronze. So yeah, yeah. As you hear, my voice is already going again. Yeah. So tomorrow, which is day 5, for that session. Okay, so there's no morning session again. So that means that there's no stream tonight, guys. So when there's no morning session, it means that there's no night stream. So we don't have any morning session for day 5. So stay tuned to TXT Track Time. We'll be back, and at least I get to rest my voice, right? We'll be back tomorrow morning for the evening session of day 5. And in the evening session, we have the men's triple jump qualification. We have the men's javelin throw. We have men in the triple jump, or a man at least in the triple jump, Jordan Scott. Look out for him. Men's javelin throw comes up. Women's pole vault. Women's 200-meter heats. Men's 200-meter heats. We have representation there as well, so that's to look forward to. Men's javelin throw continues. Men's long jump final. We have 2 Jamaicans there. We're looking to see Tajay Gale and Nikolai Williams. Stick and stay for that. Women's 400-meter hurdles semifinal, men's 400-meter hurdles semifinal. We have Jamaicans there. It's going to be tough for Jamaicans, especially the men. Antoinette Knight looks good for the women in the 400-meter hurdles. Let's see how things go when they line up. And then we round out the night with the women's 3,000-meter steeplechase and the men's 1,500-meter final. So that's how the evening session on day 5 ends. And again, the evening session is Jamaica morning. So tomorrow morning is the next time I will be back back on the stream. So I hope you guys will join me then. As well, let me tell you the time, or give you a time range since I'm apparently always late. Yeah, bye. Thanks. So the stream should begin roughly 5 o'clock tomorrow. Again, the men's triple jump is the first thing on qualification. So roughly 5 o'clock tomorrow morning is when you guys will see me on for the stream. All right. Look here, none about come with no baga talk about we athlete them get disqualified. We athlete them not get no disqualified. Wanna see you see? I saw wanna love wish bad pan people. No, sir. I don't think you guys heard me one time wish an athlete gets this DQ, gets hurt, gets anything. Why is it that when the Jamaican them a perform well, they now wish bad for the Jamaican? I'm gonna leave we alone. Wanna leave we alone. We're all right. We're good. We have 5 medals now. 1 gold, 3 silver, and 1 bronze. Let me just take the medal podium as well before I go and tell you what the medal podium look like. Jamaica go on with a bag of things. So USA still leads with 8 medals, 6 gold and 2 bronze. Kenya is in second with 5 medals, 3 gold and 1 silver and 1 bronze with 5 medals. As I said, Canada is there. Now they've moved up to third, pushing Jamaica down. Canada has 3 gold medals, 3 medals, 3 golds. Wow, good going for Canada. Jamaica is behind them with 5 medals, however, 1 gold, 3 silver, and 1 bronze. So for us to move up on the medal podium. We need at least 3 gold medals to even try to challenge what Canada is doing, or Kenya. So let's see how things go for us in these next few days leading up to the end of the championship. I do believe that we have some more events that we can challenge for gold in. That is the 4x1 for women and men. Also, the discus throw for the men. I believe we can challenge for gold there. For the most part, the other events will be challenging for, I think, lesser placing medals, but a medal nonetheless, right? But we can get a few more medals, and if we can get those golds, then it moves Jamaica up. But that's providing Canada and USA don't get, not Canada, Canada and yeah, Canada and Kenya, sorry, don't get any more golds. And the reality of expecting, especially Kenya, to not get any more gold medals is ridiculous in my opinion. I expect them to still be featured on a gold medal perspective, from a gold medal perspective. So the most we can probably really hope for is that we can probably pass out Canada, but I'm sure Canada probably still has a few in their arsenal to pull from as well. So let's see how things goes for the rest of the championship. But good going for Jamaica so far. 5 on the board. I'm excited. We're happy. On to day 5. Track is so second stay for the videos to come up, guys. And with that said, I think we are going to bounce now. um there shouldn't be anything else. Any other updates, guys? I'll give you once you see me next. For sure I'll give you those updates. But yeah, with that being said, I appreciate you guys being here. And yeah, bye.